We'll all be sitting at work and be like, man, I'm so tired.
Oh, stream exploded. Stream exploded?
Are we getting drop frames?
Not that I see.
What do you mean stream exploded?
Well, first they already said that they can't see us anymore.
Yeah, my screen
Stream is disconnected, attempting to reconnect. Oh, it's back now.
I had to refresh, says Katie.
Yeah, we're back up.
Oh, you have the
But we
blueberry
did go
ribbon.
down for a second.
I love that ribbon.
I know, me too.
The blueberries.
Oh my god. Okay. So,
Comcast.
I already have choice words for them that several customer representatives have heard. I've never been angry at a customer representative.
I can't say that I have had as much self-control, but I can count on one hand the number of times that I have lost my cool. Usually I'm trying really hard not to be mad at you because I know this isn't your fault and I don't want to kill you, but I want to kill your boss.
I want to burn your company down.
You really don't want to be mean to the Comcast customer service representatives because every once in a while one will actually tell you need to shut the fuck up, please.
My experience with them to date has been, you know what, sir? I completely agree with you.
Did I ever tell you about the Microsoft representative I was talking to who also hated Comcast?
Let's get into this later because this is starting to go down another fucking rabbit hole, and this is apparently the theme of this stream.
Rabbit holes.
You know what? You were right about the bullet points that I wrote. We're not gonna get through.
We're gonna get to about 1.5 of them.
Oh my god. All right. So if there's not anything else you guys want to do for the rest of the evening,
I doubt there's a scroll shop here in town, right?
no, not here.
Okay.
The component shop is about the most magical. Okay, maybe the tattoo parlor is the most magical place.
So yeah, then I will spend 4 hours tonight copying Magic Mouth into my spellbook.
It is getting late, and if you need 8 hours to rest and wake up for tomorrow's trip, you might not be able to do it all in one shot.
That's fine.
However, there may be plenty of time on the boat.
That's a good point.
Because it is a couple days journey on the boat to Falena. So.
Can we talk about the implicit issues with going to a place that has been lit aflame by an undead dragon across a strait of water via boat?
Well, what are you going to do? Teleport there?
Was the dragon gonna burn your boat?
Probably.
That's something for you guys to find out.
How far away is the island?
It's a couple days journey. So probably 3, 2.5. Depends on the weather.
Let's go on average. Wow, it's out there. This is a lake?
Yeah, hold on.
Holy shit.
Lake Superior.
Well, I mean, that actually has a scale, so you might need to inform me if I'm grossly off.
God.
Oh, I have a tool for this!
Hell yeah.
And he's off.
We're going down all these rabbit holes. Let me know if the scale of my map is off.
That will work, thank you.
I got those from Devin.
Devin did a really cool thing for my friend Lizard, who was cosplaying a D&D session at Katsucon.
Why don't
Really
you use
cool.
distance on the island first and then use the scale?
Because that would make sense.
Devin is sending them a bunch
We're going
of
to
maps.
Falena and we're where right now? Kruvishire?
Kruvishire.
What's
Stop it!
that?
Oh, it's my joints.
So how far is it?
10 miles, 32 miles a day. Yeah, about 3.5 days.
Holy shit, I pulled that out of my ass. Well, that's your map.
Alright.
Fucking handing me your map.
Devin is somebody who I respect and fear.
Which,
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
they're...
I don't have a command for her on here, but we have a
Me6
command for
just
her
said
on
we
there.
started streaming again.
Well, that's because we dropped... Yeah.
She's sending Lizard, who is cosplaying a D&D session at Katsucon, a bunch of maps to put in all of their little,
You're
things.
cosplaying a D&D session.
Yep. Yep.
Yes, Devin's actually the one who did my map that is on the wall behind Bailey, and you can actually see on the world anvil.
And I spent hours looking for dicks on it.
Oh, yeah. So she spent an insane amount of time making sure she didn't accidentally put dicks in it.
Because she knew we'd find them.
Yes, because she's like, it's your group. You're gonna find dicks.
She's like, if I'm not careful, these are the people. These are the ones that will look at every
She
tree.
did hide a bunch of things on the map that are a lot of fun. But and I think one of the things she does is she always puts a house of hers somewhere on the map. So
That's a cool artist signature, though.
yeah, she's wonderful and
Maybe she can live in
That's the concept.
the Oasis City with the where she fucking wild magicked me.
out of anywhere, Devon's character is in the Sea of Shards because her character is a pirate.
And another team.
Yes.
So you were correct. My multi-classing slots don't count towards my spells that I can cast
Okay, so you are actually just limited in
by
that
my wizard.
yeah, okay. I just clarifying on that. Hey, we should write that down for working on the multi-classing guide. All right. So yeah, it'll take about 3 days to get to Falena by boat. But yeah, all of you get a long rest. So if any of you are still missing hit points or spell points, you may want to track that.
I don't think I'm missing any spell points.
I don't know why I have more hit points than I actually have hit point maximum.
Because
I
your
leveled
hit
up.
points change because we leveled up.
I have my most accurate hit points over here because
Is Bailey the only one who actually didn't have max?
Well, I'm sure that it would come up.
if you were
Oh,
dead last
true.
week.
I was only down 2 spell points and 8 health.
And Elwood had spent a week in the City of Gold not actually casting anything. So,
Yeah.
or 2 weeks, or however fucking long he was there.
Yeah, it was like 2
How
weeks
did he
or
manage
something.
that?
Because he has magic items and he didn't need to cast anything.
He spent literally all of his time in a fucking
How's
library.
Bethel, by the way?
She's doing alright.
Crotchety.
She was really angry at you.
Me?
Yeah, for being a snake.
That's fair.
To be fair, I was also angry at you for being a snake.
I'm not a snake anymore.
I know, I like that. That's a good thing.
Oh, hey Jake. Did you
Yes.
still have 100 gold pieces? Because I was short 100 gold according to my... Cool, thanks.
It's almost like I just got that from someone.
Let me...
Oh wait, that's not the one there.
You don't have 100 anymore. Oh, I probably could remark my lucky and inspo too. I'm like,
All over the place.
yeah.
I actually have to spend some time soon and sit down and actually finish up all of some of the custom rules that I've done. And actually get them printed out nicely so everyone can fucking get a hold of them. Alright, so you all take a long rest, wake up the next morning in various levels of, I guess, hungover, if at all.
No, Tell didn't drink.
Maybe various levels of undress because we only got 2 rooms.
Who stayed with Del?
I'm assuming Nikane.
Okay.
Gay party.
You just got to listen to me talk to nothing for
High or low?
several hours.
Hi.
Yeah, okay.
It has been several weeks. Jeez. All right. So, if there's any amount of food that you guys want to get before you take off,
We did that yesterday.
well, I mean, to eat
Oh,
for,
breakfast?
yeah.
Yeah, probably get some breakfast.
Which, was that included with our 2 gold room and
I'm
board?
gonna include it with the room and board.
Because we don't want to split a gold.
I really don't want to deal with this. I don't have silver pieces.
Yet.
No, I'm not doing that. Because I don't think campaign coins actually makes the silver version of their coins. They just have the gold version of their coins.
Yeah, but I'm going to need practice casting coins this summer, so... who may end up with some silver and copper. They're not going to be real silver. They're probably going to be
I wasn't expecting real
like
silver.
tin or something.
Because these are totally real gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys have breakfast, and you,
I'm
the
going to cast some coins, or try to at least.
the day before, the conclave representative gave you guys the instructions for where you'd be going to. And you were told to find a ship captain named Jeremiah. He is a captain of a fishing ship. Fishing boat.
There was a Captain Jeremiah in the Southern Spear.
There's also a Oh, that was Jebediah.
Oh, Jebediah.
Jebediah!
Yeah. Jebediah,
He was the bookman.
yeah,
Yeah.
the old man from River Tan.
Yeah, but there was one that was in the Southern Spear that was crazy and not well liked by the other one. Named Jeremiah.
Was
ended
that
up-
No,
yeah,
I think his name that name started with a C.
I thought that it was Jeremiah because Elwyn appeared in front of his boat and almost got fucked up.
I don't remember.
I don't think it was Jeremiah.
I don't think it was Jeremiah.
I think that
Jeremiah.
name started with a C.
Yes. So unless, oh, you actually wanted to go back to the post office.
Yes.
So there will be a quick. I don't know if all of you wanted to go with Tel.
Probably just go right to the boat and tell him to meet him there.
Okay. So you'll head to the post office, where there's that Peppy. I can't. Did I? I said he
didn't
was a
say his
human.
name. Yeah, he's a human.
Peppy human. Oh, welcome back.
I'm back. One more letter to post before I'm off to take care of whatever's on that flaming island.
Perfect timing. I was getting very close to heading out.
All right. Well, here's this.
All right.
It's over a little letter.
Oh, it's in the same direction. Well, unfortunately, I still have to charge you for postage.
That's
so
fine.
it'll be about a gold piece. Yes.
Perfect. I think I have one.
If you need change, I do have change.
I have a one.
Perfect.
I have a one.
I'll get this going straight away.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful day.
Oh, I'm going to try. Time to go walk into a bunch of fire.
Scared me.
I'm used to I'm burning.
All right. So the rest of you are going to show up at Jeremiah's boat.
Jeremiah?
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah?
Yeah.
I thought you were saying it wrong.
No, Jeremiah. I'm assuming you guys like would ask for directions or something
Yeah.
to get there. And you guys come to the docks where at the end of this dock there is this very old looking boat. It's probably 30 feet long. And it actually, would 30 feet be appropriate for a sailboat?
Huh? What?
Would 30 feet be appropriate for a sailboat?
Yeah.
Okay.
It wouldn't be a very big sailboat. Like, it would fit us and maybe 2 or 3 crew.
Yeah. That.
For a
I mean-
sailboat, that's probably about what they need.
Yeah. So that is the ship. That is the boat that he has. Because he's a fisherman. He doesn't really go out too far.
Which means we're probably in the fish hold.
Yep.
Yeah.
There. I mean, yeah, there currently are no fish there, but.
There have been for many years.
Yes. So it is this 30-foot sailboat. It is probably a triangular sail ship. And on the deck is this older gentleman, big gruffy white beard, wearing a coat. He has a peg leg. Why? Because stereotypes are fun.
Is he wearing a yellow raincoat too?
No. It is it's like an old blue leather jacket.
Does he have one of those hats that they draw them with?
In this case, no.
Okay.
But he does have kind of like scraggly white hair. And turns to see all of you. Welcome. Are you the crew?
Yes.
Perfect. Well, just wrapping up here. We're getting ready to take off. I only see 3 of you. I was told there would be 4 or 5.
He'll be here momentarily.
Okay, good. Well, there's not a ton of room, but you should fit in the fish hold.
Learning a new language takes 10 work weeks minus your intelligent modifier in weeks.
Takes 10 work weeks?
Yes.
So what is your intelligence mod?
God, I wish that's how it worked.
2.
It's going to take you 8 weeks,
8 weeks.
which is exactly 2 months in this world.
Could I just learn a language in 2 months?
I guess if you spent
Nothing but.
nothing but 8 weeks working on it.
How many weeks is it going to take you?
8.
Oh, that's a shame. For every 10 work weeks you spend, you roll on the complication table.
Well, assuming he has the spirit past that, he'll probably keep learning. He'll have probably a passing ability to speak the language.
Oh, that's actually really cool. Those complications
Just
on
do this
that.
for a second.
Oh,
No, that.
That could be really cool.
None of these would apply
yeah.
to their teacher, though.
Takes it
The
away.
last
I
one
was
wouldn't be too bad.
what?
Oh. I mean, it's already happened. The last one was your teacher asks you to help deal with a threat.
Why are you being Jim Carrey right now?
Who?
Right, okay, so,
Is that his name?
Did you just say Jim Curry?
No,
Carrey.
Carrey.
Oh, I heard you sounded like you said like Curie.
He was the guy that did the Grinch, right?
Yeah, Jim Carrey.
Okay.
The garage.
alright, so, Jeremiah, alright, well, get aboard, we're about to take off. Tal, you will make it there shortly after seeing this scruffy old man.
Psst, old man.
It's Jeremiah.
That's what I said.
You said old man.
Do you have any nose plugs?
No. But,
He probably doesn't even notice the smell.
absolutely not. Well, I got some cloth, if that would help.
I'll figure something out.
All right. Don't know what you need nose plugs for, but okay.
We're gonna be spending a lot of time up on deck in their way.
You are realizing that it's only Jeremiah.
I would prefer to stay down here, actually.
In the fish hold
Yes.
with the smell.
Yes.
I'm gonna
Tell
go.
looks visibly, deeply uncomfortable.
Is
Are
Tyler
you
from
okay?
water?
Yes. Very. I will be fine once we are back on land.
Oh my god, you're stupid.
I didn't expect that would be what would get you.
You guys start to feel...
Is it because it's something that's taller than you?
No. It's because of some very distressing experiences.
Oh.
I don't like to talk about it.
You guys feel the boat begin to move away from the dock
Tell
as
gasps.
as the boat begins to head out into Blindalk Lake.
Tell hates this.
Tell.
He's very stressed.
The guy would probably occasionally check on Tell.
He is very much like sitting in the fish hold, basically in the fetal position, trying very hard not to die.
All right.
He's very stressed.
So, you guys are traveling on open water
I
for
will
a while.
try to use my storyteller profession to distract Tell a little bit.
We're
Just-
all trying to help Tell.
Telling different stories.
Uh-huh.
You hear Jeremiah up top. He catches you telling stories. Oh, you're telling stories, are you?
Do you want to
Yes,
hear an
sir.
amazing story?
Oh no.
Oh, I love stories.
You know what a T-Rex is?
Never heard of one.
It's a dire lizard.
Sounds fake.
Okay. Imagine a dragon with really short arms, no wings, and doesn't breathe fire, and it just.
With very sharp teeth.
How does it...
It runs. It runs faster than a horse, and it stands about 30 or 40 feet tall.
Sounds like it's not as threatening as some things, but sure.
Yeah. Can you imagine 4,000 or 5,000 pounds of meat chasing you through the jungle?
Yes, we're actually going to fight such a thing right now.
That breathes fire and has wings.
Man, we are really dumb.
I didn't sign us up for this quest.
I need to put some points in wisdom.
Could you imagine? Yeah, we're gonna go fight the dragon.
Well, I mean, you guys are. I'm not.
Hey, wait. How long are you gonna hang out? Or are you just leaving immediately?
I am taking off back here and being sent back as soon as we're given the okay.
I guess I do have teleportation circle now, so I could just teleport us out.
Or I could just send word.
I am not sticking around because the worst thing that could happen is my boat burns.
Well, if we take teleportation circle, Tel doesn't have to deal with deep water again.
That is true.
Oh, why are you afraid of the open water?
I don't like to talk about it.
Fair enough.
We will not do that because I forgot to buy supplies for teleportation circle. So when we get back to town,
All
I
sorts
need to-
of desert legends for you and mountain stories.
oh, that's why I had that note.
It isn't the water itself that.
I made a
alarms me,
note to
it's
buy the
what
materials and forgot.
happens if you cannot
I was like,
see
why did I
the
put
little-
teleportation circle on my
Yeah.
board?
Aw.
It was to remind me to buy materials for teleportation circle.
Well, you know,
Okay, I have something.
if you need supplies, there might
I
be
have
something on the
several spells
island.
that can
Cool.
You just might have to dig for it.
keep
I
you
highly
from-
doubt I'm going to find 50
But the
gold worth of
concept
precious
is still-
gems and chalk.
Not great.
Well, if you're going to fight a dragon, it might have collected them all.
Oh, that's a good point.
Well, maybe not the chalk part. I've never seen a dragon hoard chalk.
Well, that's easy. I could probably make like a clay substitute for that, honestly.
Then again, I really haven't seen
Probably
any.
about 10,000% more effective.
On the other hand, I haven't really ever seen a dragon.
In
Hopefully
paint-
we don't see one too soon.
I've seen
I
them in
wonder if it-
paintings.
Okay. I have an idea.
Oh no.
If it has eggs, what if I adopt
No!
a dragon?
No.
No.
You are so Alduin is already aware that this is not actually a dragon. This is just what most people don't really know any better.
And it's a red, so that you wouldn't have Mordrum, I'm sorry.
What is Mordrum?
Mortimer.
How do you fuck up the Latin word for death? Because it's the edgiest shit ever.
By not realizing that that's the Latin word for death.
Right, because I'm an English expert, not a Latin expert.
Mortimer.
There must be some reason that I can remember Mordrum. It must have come up in some other media.
It's really close to Mordred.
I mean, that too.
Well, I hope you all have a plan for fighting this beast.
It's because of Guild Wars 2.
No. I'm sure we'll
Oh,
think of
yeah,
something.
Ah, some of the best plans come from no plan at all.
We seem to accept that.
Well, once we get to the island, I'm going to scout it out ahead of time. I've got Arcane Eye.
There was a time I was on the sea, and a storm came in, and I was lost for a week.
On the sea or this really big lake?
The lake.
Oh, okay.
Same thing as far as I'm concerned.
I was lost for a week.
Nakane would like.
I did not mean to sound like that much of an asshole, but goddamn.
Oh my god. What do you want?
Nakane would like rummage through her bag as if she remembers something, pulls out a chess set, and offers for Tal to play with her.
I thought you were offering me some. I was like, yes, please.
I need.
I have 4 of them.
I tried that one because it was on sale at one point, and I drank it, and then I remembered I really don't like cranberry, but I already had 3 of them.
So you were like, well, I love cranberry. Are we allowed to use these? The animated?
Yes,
Yeah, guys.
100%.
Can I look through them?
Yes.
See if all my
They are actually listed on the back of the box too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no, I got those so you guys can have them in.
The only
Have
reason
quicker
I have
access
to
mine
your
like
spells.
this is because the wizard and sorcerer spell lists overlap with so many other spell lists that I don't want to take spells from you guys.
The witch has spells from fucking everything.
Just
And Erica doesn't worry about it because she just uses smite.
Yeah.
And create food and water.
Yeah. And lesser restoration when I want to fuck with you.
Basically, use your create food and water at the end of the night just before we rest, so you just get your spell points back immediately.
all right. Well, I best make sure that we're going in the right direction. Goes back up on
Oh,
deck.
right. It's just been him, and he came down. Who's driving the bus?
Who's driving the plot?
You.
I didn't pick this quest. Somebody who now is in the
I don't
alluring.
think any of us really picked this quest. We just kind of went, God damn it.
This sounds like
The DM picked this quest.
this sounds like our problem. We might as well go deal with it.
Yeah.
Like Jake told us about it, and we didn't even choose to take the quest. We just went, well, I guess we're doing that now.
Not to completely railroad you guys.
You didn't. We just accepted it.
I present this quest to you. Fuck it.
It's like, can you imagine being a quest giver and be like, hey, can you do this? And the person doesn't say anything, they just turn around and go do it.
Could you? Damn it.
Or in the mighty words of Geralt.
Fuck.
Some of my favorite moments in that show.
Erica got to the episode with the genie in the bottle. You need a nap.
I need to finish that.
All right. So, Jeremiah goes back up on the deck and makes sure you're all going in the right direction.
I would like to point out I am spending 4 hours at some point over those 3 days copying Magic Mouth into my spell book.
All right. So the first day, I don't know if I don't think you have to roll. For
No,
it.
there's no check for it.
Okay.
It takes 2 hours per spell level, so it's
Oh, I was thinking of something else. I was thinking of the scroll mishap table.
yes. You're thinking of trying to use a scroll that you don't have a spell that's not part of your spell list. Because if you try to use a scroll that's not part of your spell list, it has the chance to.
Yep, I have that right here. All right, so the first day starts to come to a close, and Jeremiah kind of pulls down the sail, and he's gonna take a long rest because. So right now you guys are just mostly drifting, but he will ask if one of you can keep an eye out.
Sure, I can keep watch.
I'll help you keep watch.
You probably should, because I've got a 0 in perception.
You probably should, because I'm actually just going to be working on this.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut because I almost said something real mean.
Oh shit, you got. Oh no. We lost our perception. Please tell me you've got good perception.
I do, and I also have the cloak of ice, so I can see in all directions.
Good luck
Thank
getting
God.
Tal off the deck, though.
He'll go up there if he needs to. He just
Well, you
super
said-
doesn't want
are
to.
Wait, what? Are we on the way to the island still, or are we there?
You are on your way to the island. This is the first day.
Okay. Would be a bit of a sailing nerd here for a second.
Do the Sahuagin
Yeah.
happen to us?
Did he lash the rudder?
Yes.
Okay. That way we're not sitting here going, how does this work?
Yeah.
There's no anchoring when you're this far out.
No. That's why he didn't. So, Okay, for those of you on the first watch, perception checks.
We might want to.
Spread out watches.
Yeah. Are you okay over here?
Erica, what are you doing?
She's harassing Eldwin.
Is that my phone? Is that not my phone going on?
Nope.
It's fine.
What are you saying about me over there?
You have to have a high perception to find the glint.
No, that's an intelligence thing. He definitely has gone and read a book about that at some point.
How to have sex for dummies.
No, he doesn't. No, you misunderstand. He just went and read an anatomy book. He's the kind of person who would find that fun.
Thank you, Jake. I figured that would make you drink. My perception.
You know those really dry academic articles that no one wants to read, but everyone
16.
has to at some point?
Okay.
Eldwin likes reading those.
So, out of curiosity, are you guys each taking
yeah, that's
2
what
hours?
I'll have to do because I don't have the extended.
Because let's see, none of you are actually now. My God, I only have half elves at this table now.
Half elves and tieflings.
Yes. Sorry, I am improportionately upset about elves. So much so, I rewrote their rules. All right, so first watch, I'm assuming was Alduin,
Yeah.
and then it'll be Nakane. So I'll go ahead and roll. What you get? A 1, huh?
You crit your pants.
All right. So Alduin doesn't see shit. In fact, Alduin, you realize after your watch is over, I mean, luckily nothing happened.
ADHD happened.
You were actually going around and inspecting the boat, trying to understand more about the different.
How it functions.
Yeah. You were being. You.
Yourself.
Then you go to wait.
Wait up. It's your turn.
All right. You rolled what again?
A 16.
16. You don't notice anything in particular. There's some movement out in the water, like you see a fish jump out of the water. That's about it. It is really quiet, and it's actually fairly comfortable up here.
The guy's like, yes. Peace and fucking quiet.
All right. Who are you going to wake up for the next watch?
Little poke myth.
All right. Roll a perception check.
That is a 11.
11. Pretty uneventful for you, too. So then I assume you poke Tell awake. If Tell slept.
He's having a hard time.
So.
Go poke Eldwin awake. I don't know who had first watch.
Well, you would have known because you were just going to sleep as.
No, I would be like, are you okay to take a watch? Or,
I'll be fine.
okay.
He'll go up and take his watch.
All right.
Be very unhappy about it.
I think you get perception check with advantage because of the robe of eyes.
Yeah.
So not only are you in a place that you definitely don't want to be, you can see it really fucking well.
Yeah, I fucking hate it.
At least
I
it's
will
not the robe of
probably
tongues.
sleep up, like, closer to deck in case Tell needs somebody.
Mhm.
Tell loses his whole shit.
Eldwin will just follow you around like a lost puppy and just crashing next to you.
Wow, neither of those are great.
Advantage doesn't ensure that you're going to get good rolls. 11.
Too stressed.
Yeah,
God damn.
it's really how you're feeling. You don't catch anything. It's dark. The sound of waves hitting the boat just stresses you out more. And finally, Jeremiah wakes up. Well, anything happen?
Not so far.
All right, well. He undoes the rudder, pulls up the sails. Check kind of pulls out his navigation tools. Okay. Think we're heading. I mean, I could just follow the burning, but
Alvin will spend this next day asking Jeremiah 8 million questions about boats and sailing.
and he will answer every single one of them. In fact, each answer he gives you goes on for about 15 minutes each, as he then tells you a story about something that happened with this particular part of the boat. There's one fish that he saw.
So yeah, that's Alvin's day.
Nakane's probably actually enjoying the open water air. She's never really been on a lake really like this before. So this is kind of a neat experience for her.
It's like the desert, but backwards.
Yeah.
It's like the desert, but backwards.
Stop.
I really like the spell for Death Ward, by the way. His face like.
I ain't afraid of no death. Okay. So what are the rest of you doing for this second day of travel? So you're just playing music? So tell.
Yes.
Are you still down in, you still just in the fish hole? Just,
That's fun.
Yeah, if he doesn't have to be on deck, he is not on deck.
alright.
He is not there.
Hey, do I lose that scroll of magic mouth when I copy it into my spellbook?
Or could you sell it?
That's what I'm thinking. It doesn't specify.
You'll have to get back to me on that. I feel like I read somewhere about that, but let's resolve that later. For the time being, assume it's both neither there or
It's benevolent.
yeah.
It's not Alduin.
It's in a quantum state.
Oh, you have the level force.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
All right, so the second day. So who all is up? Kind of like.
Oh, I'm above deck. You think I'm gonna hang out in the fish hole?
I'm on deck.
Okay. Myth, are you up on deck too?
I would be kind of alternating between coming out for a while and checking on Tal.
Yeah, I would probably be sticking close to the fish hole just in case.
All right. So all of you above deck. Let's see. So that would be Myth, Nakani, and Alduin. And currently, I have your passive perceptions at 15 for Myth, 11 for Nakane, and 10 for Alduin.
Yep.
Just making sure I have that clear.
Yep.
All right. So, Myth, you are the one who ends up spotting it first. You notice that there is something floating on top of the water. It's a little bit out, and it's hard to see without being able to get close to it. But it's not really moving, but you can tell it's floating.
Guys, there's like a bag or something in the water.
Well, we could always go and check it out. Do you need help?
Yeah.
I
I
thought,
was
like,
trying to also be
I-
tell, but it
I'm
fit
just like
both ways.
imagining Tal hearing that and being like,
Oh.
Water does a stress.
yes, dear,
Oh,
that's
well.
how I feel
Eh.
about being up high.
Well,
Listen, when you get waterboarded,
That would be pretty bad.
well, we'll just kind of direct the ship over there and see what booty we get.
It's actually something that we should have avoided.
So as the ship begins to drift closer and closer to it, you notice that it's a person
hate that.
on a piece of driftwood.
Hate that.
Okay.
They look unconscious.
Or dead.
They're not moving, is the one thing. So yeah. Well, that's unfortunate. And Jeremiah goes and pulls out this really long pole that has a hook on the end. And technically a point going further. I don't know what those are called.
What?
It's It's the long
Oh.
poles that have like a
one
hook
of
on
the
the end.
lumber sticks.
Yeah, he's probably got one.
It's like a harpoon, but
It's got a hook on the end. They use them, especially on fishing vessels. They use them when they pull the net up out of the water.
Mhm.
They use them to hook onto the nets and pull them in so they. Can,
yeah, that's the tool that he pulls out. And basically, as the boat gets closer, he kind of reaches out and
It's this person.
fishes this person out and yanks him up on deck. Just the person flops on deck, and it is a young sun elf. He is, I mean, soaking wet, but also completely unconscious. Well, this is unfortunate. Anybody know how to check for a pulse?
I mean, I can probably fake it.
That's a wisdom check.
I've got it. I can do it. I've got proficiency.
I mean, you
in
could
that.
also just spend a
I
point of
actually
laying
do
hands
too.
on, you know.
But I'm gonna go ahead and 17?
His heart is still beating, and he is breathing slightly. When Jeremiah brought him up, you noticed that his head wasn't below water. His head was laying on the piece of driftwood, but
I'll spend a point and lay on hands.
all right. He doesn't seem to immediately wake up when you do that. Oh.
Give your decanter of endless water.
I think he wants
Let
more
the poor
water.
kid sleep.
I'm not going to waterboard him.
He might actually have water in him?
Oh,
CPR?
Medicine check?
don't you have destroy water?
Yes, casting that on a person who is made of what, like 70% water?
Jake has rolled in the past that doesn't work on blood.
It doesn't work on blood, but it worked on the blight cacti.
Which was hilarious because it went.
Yes.
I'll roll the medicine check. I'm
Yep.
proficient in it.
Oh, nice.
Not gonna break somebody's ribs tonight.
24.
24. All right.
Erica had a real good medicine check last night.
Yeah, I always have real good medicine checks. I either break ribs or kill a sorcerer or a necromancer.
All right. You
No loss.
managed to get this kid to spit up all the water that he's got, and he.
Did you use your ram horns?
Easy, easy.
Where am I?
In
You're on
hell.
a boat. You're
Stop
on
it.
a boat.
So first of all, doesn't really make any sense.
In the afterlife.
Stop it!
What? I'll throw you over.
Yeah, what's up?
No.
We just hear Saul from down below. No.
Tel's head just pokes up and.
Alvin will go hang out with Tell for a bit.
Hey, so you know the Gordon Ramsay rising from the pasta pot? That's Tell, but just like all you see first are his horns. Just no. No.
No.
I have that as a gift.
You're on a boat.
I can feel that. Do any of you have anything I can eat?
A ration.
And he like scarfs it down. Oh, thank you. Now, where are we going?
You don't want to know that right now.
Oh no, we are going to Falena, aren't we?
Yes.
We are. Jeremiah here is going back to the mainland after he drops us off.
If we survive!
That'll be fine. Went to
I mean,
the Serpent
honestly, if
Strip
we
and
don't
came
wanna
back
get-
not too long
Good
ago. I
bedside
did.
manner, Jeremiah.
We just came back from the Serpent Strip not too long ago. We're fine.
Jeremiah at this point is trying to now move the boat in the correct direction. So,
I mean, theoretically, if we didn't want to get close to the island, we could stay a mile out and, really. We could stay a mile
Here
a
goes
mile
the
out.
blast.
And you and I can dimension door everyone in.
Yeah.
Have fun rolling your die.
What die?
Your temporal.
Well, I have to get a 1.
I have an item for it, so.
Oh,
The
Oh,
keep
no.
Smungy.
we,
Yes, the cloak of Shmunchy.
oh, I do not want to go back to Falena.
We
Oh,
understand. We're going. You don't have to.
you should turn back.
Unfortunately, we're in a bit of a thick of it already, dear.
Mm-hmm.
How far out are we?
Still what, 2 days?
Something like that. Yeah.
Oh, I think it is worth just turning around and going back.
No.
No.
Oh, you should have just let me die in the water.
You can just go back with Jeremiah.
What did
Yeah,
you see?
but Jared, but you all are heading to Falena first. But
I mean, I just said we might not actually go all the way to the island. Like, say, oh wait, you can't teleport a mile with your dimension door.
No, I cannot.
Only I can do that.
depends how many times you want to do it.
Yeah, that's not happening because that would be 7 casts of dimension door,
Yeah, that would suck.
which is
7. Why 7?
because I can only bring one person with me, so I'd have to take Nikane, come back, take Tel, come back. Oh, it'd be
Okay.
5 casts.
Can a person not go through without you?
No,
Hmm.
I have to choose who I'm taking with me before I cast,
Got
and
it.
it can only do one person.
Also, doesn't the ability that makes you go a mile also have a cost
Oh
to it?
yeah, so yeah, I'd have to spend 10 spells.
Good
I
lord.
can stop him from docking. 300 feet would get us from.
Can you polymorph?
I could do that.
I have water walking.
How comfortable are people with claustrophobia?
Nah.
I will fly.
Well, what I'm thinking
You
is
like small cramped
If
spaces
you-
so that you're safe.
if you two are fine for a second,
There is a difference.
we can put you in the bags of hold. You can't go in a bag of holding. You'd have to go into a bag of holding.
That is not going to happen.
Oh my god! A solution to putting people in bags of holding. Make one of them be a bag of holding.
I will just fly.
I'll stick close to the ground.
There's a reason that she has 6 belts down her arm.
Thank you, Rose. Not the
Uh-oh.
Rose you guys know.
What happened?
We got a
Aw,
subscription.
Thank you for the
Oh,
sub.
thanks.
Thank you.
Megaros.
I'll stick close to the ground.
You could go in a bag of holding.
I have water walking. Could we walk there? On the water?
Nice one.
Is Tel
I'm a
comfortable
fucking
walking on
idiot.
open water?
No, but he's gonna do it if he
I'll
needs
cast
to.
fly.
No. I
Just-
will water walk with Tel.
Just stay a foot above the water. You're not gonna fall.
I'll water walk with Tel. I like my feet on the ground. How long have we been traveling together? You should know this. I don't like my feet being off the
What if
ground.
we blindfold you?
Your feet aren't gonna be on the ground still. They're gonna be on water.
Surface. My feet have to be touching the thing.
That was like the least loud sneeze I've ever heard come out of
It
you.
really feels bad in my sinuses right now.
I will walk with
You
Tel.
have 10 minutes of air hiding in the neck tattoo.
Total. That's
Hey-
divided amongst
Hey,
creatures.
Tel, let me just climb into your throat.
That would be.
You know,
Get
I just
back
had a
on-
brilliant idea for a new. I need to get you drunk first,
We're
though.
not doing this about the 1-inch asshole again.
Skydiving. Can you imagine if you just dive straight into the throat tattoo? Because then you just end up in the astral plane, which has subjective gravity.
Oh, and you would just go.
Well, no, it's subjective. It
Well, you
depends on
can
if it's the same
decide.
in your world. Well, subjective gravity means you choose where your gravity is.
It's
I
great
don't
for
know. You
small
guys would have to
children.
go there to find out.
It's great for small children because children, as we found out in the campaign.
Tel was like, Oh, no, you're done. Like, the kid comes, like, clawing back out. It's like a baby giraffe.
Oh no!
I'll water walk with Tell, thanks.
Oh,
No flying for me.
What did you see?
teeth.
And then I can just
Fire.
fly you and me.
It set our boat aflame before we even made it to the island.
Were you another group of adventurers trying to deal with it?
Yes, we thought we could handle it. I don't know if any of my party is left.
I'm going down to the fish hole.
That is the last I remember was we took a boat with some soldiers, and they had well, I don't know what they had, but the ship it exploded, and
We've survived a couple explosions before.
he just looks at you like, what?
We also survived Elithro. So, we're the Lich Busters, kid.
And the Wanti capital.
And the 1T capital.
Who are all of you?
Well, this is Nikane.
A displaced girl from the Southern Sphere whose whole entire home.
I wasn't there when you guys decided the name. I don't know that yet.
Did I hear that?
What?
Probably.
Myth pokes her head out and goes, "We're the Lich Busters."
Slides away again.
Oh my god, that's an amazing name.
Thank you.
The Lich Busters. Then why are you trying to fight a dragon?
Because it is being
Because
controlled
one of
by
Because
them
it's a
Lich.
lich dragon.
I
Kinda.
s-
But not really.
I suppose
Whole thing.
I suppose that makes sense. Just well, we were probably a few miles out, and along with a bunch of other ships, and it came out to meet us. I don't know what happened to those other ships.
Well, the closer we get, the more likely I am to be able to check.
I would not have been able to brush that.
Well, oh God, I completely forgot Jeremiah's voice. Well,
Not.
so we don't want to get close.
No. Definitely not.
Hmm.
No, considering I saw the ice version of this freeze over my entire hometown.
Okay, so
No.
if we do the flying option, we can do it from approximately 7 miles out. And still make it to land before the spell runs out.
I mean, don't look at me for that.
Water walk lasts for an hour?
But it's limited by your walking speed.
Yeah.
With flying, we get a speed of 60 feet. Plus, I imagine walking on this water would be difficult terrain.
Why?
Waves.
It depends on how close you are, I guess.
Well,
Right.
waves would get more intense the closer you are to land.
Ah.
Well,
So
sort of.
you've got your movement speed to worry about with that, and possible difficult terrain.
Well, this seems like a real pickle.
I hate flying. I hate my feet being off the ground.
So one of you is afraid of water, the other is afraid of flying.
I'm afraid
You came to the wrong place.
I'm afraid of heights.
Well,
Heights.
you could go in the bag because it would take 10 minutes. So it would literally, at the end, when fly runs out, I just pull you out.
You better pull me out. I'll haunt you.
You could ride on my back. And I'll just stay near the water.
I forgot that there's an E.
Hmm?
I was trying to do Lich Busters and I forgot about the E.
hmm.
I
no
know how
E,
to
Buster.
spell
So
birthday.
yeah, and it's about, we'll say, just for safety, 6 miles out.
6 miles
I
from
know how to
Falena.
spell birthday.
should be is completely doable. Assuming we're not attacked before then.
Oh, Nakani, remember that you have a ring of water walking?
I do.
Yeah, because if we're 6 miles out, that would take us about a little under 9 minutes, so that'd give me a minute to spare both for the spell and getting you out of the bag.
Alright. Guess I'm going into the bag.
So 6 miles out,
Yes.
and then I stop. You all take off.
Yes.
You see the sun elf kind of like he's still shaking a bit, but
How far out did you get before you were attacked?
maybe a few miles. We could see the island much more clearly, but
And you have a ring of water walking, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not attuned to it. I'm out of attune slots.
What do you have attuned right now?
I have my shield. My
What's your
giant
shield?
shield of the Cold Queen.
Oh, right.
I have my shield. I have my belt of hill giant strength.
and I believe it was a ring of featherfall, wasn't it?
No, I unattuned that for something for the shield and the hill. There was something else that I had that
Is
I
it
was.
the hammer? Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
hammer.
the hammer.
Dadnor's hammer.
You could temporarily unattune from the hammer because you've got the sword and attune the ring of water walk. You've got the big bastard sword.
Unless
Big
you'd rather
bastards.
unless you would rather use Dadnor's hammer because it is a magical weapon.
I'll probably just no, because if we're fighting this thing, I'm gonna want the magical item, the magical hammer.
Well, you could make the sword magical. You've got a spell for that.
Well, her Dragnor's hammer is also it's
Yeah, that's
effectively a dwarven thrower.
Yeah.
So
I can throw it at the dragon and smite from a distance.
the only melee character needs a ranged option.
Yes.
But-
I didn't get one
So
in.
you've got the belt. Then the next best bet I would say is to temporarily unattune it from the shield.
I also have Water Walk as a spell that affects
Well,
up to 10
I'm
creatures.
more concerned if I need to dump her out of the bag immediately.
I could just
But what
pay more.
well, what about
Well,
once you get to land? Then won't it be useless?
Well, it's only a short rest to reattune, so we just take a minute breather once you get there and you can reattune to the shield.
All right. Hopefully you won't need that shield once you
Yeah,
land.
no shit.
Well, and also, if we're flying decently high above the ground while she's falling, I can cast it.
How does
if
strength
she
scores
hits,
work with flying?
What do you
I killed somebody.
What do you
that way.
mean? It would work
Yes,
the same
water
as
walk
normal.
when they were falling.
Well, not that high up.
Wow, yeah, I
But
cannot
if she
carry
hits,
you.
even if she
No.
Well,
hits,
well, if she's in the bag of holding.
Well, no, I'm more concerned with if I need to get her out of the bag of holding. We're not there yet. I'm concerned if we get attacked on the way there.
Who has the highest strength score in this party? Oh, right.
if she hits and she's able to get herself to the surface, I can cast Water Walk and she'll be able to step up onto the surface of the water.
How heavy is your armor?
I'm wearing plate.
Why don't I just polymorph and carry you?
We can do that.
Yeah.
Just
It's
polymorph
getting
me.
very complicated.
Just polymorph me and into something you can carry, and I won't have the intelligence to figure out that I'm afraid of heights.
All right, so we're gonna pause here
Like
for
a
just a bit.
lizard or something.
We are gonna take a quick bio break.
I need that pie in my life, and
Yeah,
more
I think I need to
tacos.
go
Yeah.
see.
We are also gonna do our first dice giveaway.
The ring of water walking is not an attuned item, I scream, says Mind.
But
Oh,
we are gonna be giving away these.
I thought it was.
It will specify on the item if it requires attunement. We will be giving away these pink dice. I really gotta start doing pictures and shit. But
Delicious.
I'll put
the
on the red one.
Bubblicious dice.
Oh,
So we are going to be doing the first giveaway. So here we go. Follow the instructions. I believe.
Ah.
Oh, I believe the first keyword is ship.
I shipped to enter.
Yes.
What happened?
And we will be right back. as
I
we
think that's the Stone of Sending.
Yeah.
He folded it.
we need to go bio break and get some food and refill drinks. So we will be back in just a moment.
I have a mighty need for more tacos and pie.
Tired of the road, tired of the sun. Miss my missus and her home cooked buns. Our backs are bent, our feet are sore. Traveling along on the barren moor. But that's alright, that's okay. 'Cause we'll drink ale anyway. Ninefoot grows heavy, stout grows trim. Harefoot gets hairy. Raise your flagons and fill 'em to the brim. That's alright and that's okay, 'cause we're all halflings anyway. This brew, that song, we dance together all night long. Dragon so dark, dark as night, failed to fly from the arrow's bite. Fell from above on the tailor's house. Hey, everybody, get your dragon suit and blouse. This brew, that song, we dance together all night long. Tired of the road, tired of the sun. Miss my missus and her home cooked buns. Our backs are bent, our feet are sore. Been traveling long on the barren moor. But that's alright, that's okay. We'll drink ale anyway.
All the warmth and comforts that I miss upon the sea, the rest do look so paltry small when I compare to thee. Oh, Molly's rise, the best girls in the land. To your every need, there's no place that I'd rather be. Short on stature, laid out drink, a dwarf who's parched and dry, then run you ragged through the night, all head and eyes for your delight. Oh, Molly's rise, no other I can stand. I've traveled far and wide the sea, there's no place that I'd rather be. Adored and so at home you'll feel when you're at Molly's dive. Till money's spent, I'd not frequent another tavern of the night. Oh, Molly's rise, they'll take you by the hand. Full of girls who'll have good tales for calling on Molly's rise. And gals from distant lands, exotic, dark and fine. Just take your pick and enter in. The worries vanish in no time. Oh, Molly's rise, the most exalted band. And it's time to life from girls that's come and give the prize a try. To your every taste, be orc or elf or forfeit high. For a price they'll bring their friends and you'll be envied far and wide. Oh, Molly's rise, the best girls in the land. To your every need, there's no place that I'd rather be. Jump into a kraken's jaws or pluck out a beholder's eye. I'd do most anything other parts of fair sweet Molly's bride. Oh, Molly's bride, best girl in the land. To your everything, there's no place that I'd rather be. Oh, Molly's bride, no other I can stand. Far and wide the sea, there's no place that I'd rather be.
Sing with me. Yeah.
Yo ho, matey ho, I tell you on board, but before we hit the high tide, pour me another black jack of wine. Yo ho, matey ho, I tell you on board, but before we hit the high tide, pour me another black jack of wine.
Despite of the seven seas, sailing with the Jolly Roger boat is what we see. Aboard the vessel and get a copper, raise your kettles and have a fire. You blunder to fill 'em with plum.
We are buccaneers.
Now let's celebrate with rum.
Yo ho, matey ho, I tell you on board, but before we hit the high tide, pour me another black jack of wine.
Once I was in the bridge, sailing through peaceful waters, quite 3 ships to the wind, when suddenly appears the Kraken.
Blow me down.
Must be the work of Davy Jones. Bring a spring upon her, for the love of Neptune, hey behold.
Yo ho, matey ho, I tell you on board, but before we hit the high tide, pour me another black jack of wine.
All hands above, get the chest to the boat. We need to scuttle and get to the shore.
And hold me earnest.
Don't leave a piece of egg. Let's get to the coast where the fiddlers swing away. Finally got to the sun while the ship sinks in the water.
Son of a biscuit eater.
I really need a clap of thunder. We'll see each other again. You monster, I beat you up. Now let's find a place to drink and crack the Jenny stick
Yo
up.
ho, matey ho, I tell you on board, but before we hit the high tide, pour me another black jack of wine. Yo ho, matey ho, I tell you on board, but before we hit the high tide, pour me another black jack of wine. Yo ho, matey ho, I tell you on board, but before we hit the high tide, pour me another black jack of wine. Yo ho, matey ho, I tell you on board, but before we hit the high tide, pour me another black jack of wine.
All right. Vox is
It's here.
using the bathroom.
Tarn.
Good timing. So last chance to enter the giveaway. I do not know who is currently in there.
Ship.
Yes. Type exclamation point ship. I will give you a few seconds.
What's everyone's favorite tail ship? My bro TP that hasn't happened yet is Score and Ragnar.
I was gonna say I don't know. What's the name of Score ship again?
I just want to see the face for this one. I think my favorite ship is Aaron and Mimi.
Asshole.
All right, so I'm gonna hit the giveaway button.
Oh, is it exclamation ship or just
No, they were
ship?
probably in all
Just
honesty
ship.
that really gross couple, or she wanted to be that really. He was like,
roll
It
for
is
severity.
roll for severity. So roll. Go ahead and. Are you in our Discord? If not, it's not a big deal.
I don't have a
Either-
Discord button.
Either message one of us in Discord that's on the staff roll, or message us directly through Twitch.
And we will ship these dice out to you.
Need full name and full address.
really? Because I ship cat with alcohol.
That's fair.
And Emma
Wow, that's
ass
a
kicking.
that's a really one-sided relationship.
She just takes and takes. I ship the Dalen bartender and gold.
Yes.
That's a relationship that will last forever.
Uh-huh.
Literally. He will hoard gold until the universe dies.
I was gonna ask where JM was, but I remember that he's out enjoying DruidCon.
God. We're talking about our favorite Tales ships.
Oh.
Like,
My bro TP is Score and Dragnor, even though they don't interact at all.
Yeah.
I mean, you've never seen them interact.
That's true.
I mean, my bro TP.
Because I don't like
No,
playing two
okay.
NPCs at the same
Bro
time.
TP, though. Bro TP, cat, Dragnor, Score.
That's a night nobody remembers.
Be a damn good night.
Slash ship. Flynn and Tell.
God. No.
Crack ship.
Does a Sailor Jake pose? I'm back. Smunchy.
Yay! I really need to finish that, but I haven't looked at it really since I lost an
I'm
hour and a half of work at it.
So roll. You are in our Discord. If you message your one Nightmare or Orbrindir, those are going to be your best bets for getting us the addresses.
Yes.
Yeah, please don't message me. I will pass it on, but I will do it complaining every step of the way.
Bailey doesn't like responsibility.
I don't like doing things that aren't part of my other
Damn it.
jobs already. Oh, you got the love.
No, it's my hair.
Oh,
So self-love.
All right, so yeah, you guys were on the ship discussing your battle plan for how to get to Falena. I don't think there was really much else you guys were discussing. There was flying and polymorphing and
Yep, I'm gonna get turned into a blizzard again.
Yeah, that one's going to polymorph.
yeah.
I'm
I'll
assuming
polymorph
into.
that one.
I'm assuming into some kind of giant bird.
Well, that one asked me to polymorph her instead.
Well, if you do that, then she could carry both of you two, and then I can just fly by myself. It would save on spell slots.
I'm gonna make you fly anyway.
I mean, I'm not gonna remember.
Oh, you'll remember.
I mean, I'll remember being happy
But you'll
about
be a
it.
bird that doesn't have a fear of heights.
Exactly. Good luck trying to get me.
Turn me into a lizard or something. Okay.
higher roll, higher low. You are a bird with a fear of heights.
It's just a bird with anxiety.
Just on the ship.
That's all birds.
Just on the ship, just
I mean, to be fair, I think every bird has a healthy fear of heights because that's what keeps them flying.
No, they have a healthy fear of hard impact.
Which, yeah, that's fair.
Oh, hey, Ninja, you got one of those too.
What?
He posted a picture of the wire that was in his boot. I had one in my boot the other day. I have no idea where it came from.
A what?
This is
Oh, boy,
completely
Eric.
fucking random. Perfect for Alduin. All right. Jeremiah is just he's keeping the ship going forward. So if there's anything else you guys want to discuss before getting closer to Falena. Now, I mean, I guess any time between now and the 2 days, or the next day.
Sorry you got waterboarded cake.
What?
Sorry you got waterboarded cake.
God.
There is not an oven on this
I'm
ship.
probably going to kind of avoid the other adventurer.
Okay.
I don't like that his backstory is similar to mine, and that I'm bringing my party into that situation that just made his backstory similar to mine.
This was not the intent I was going for.
Bullshit.
No, it really wasn't.
Oh, you forgot that Mim has PTSD?
Not so much that as the whole the adventurer party part.
Oh.
Oh geez, look who's taking a fucking picture.
God, it's hard to get all of us in here.
Yeah, especially because Erica's.
Wait, no, Erica, just stay right there.
Oh Jesus. All right. Is anyone else interacting with the Sun Elf that is on board? Sun Elf adventurer.
Nakana's just enjoying the sailing. Enjoying the fish food.
Poor kid's just gonna have to suffer alone.
No, Nakane would probably sit next to him and like bullshit a little bit.
Yeah, he's still pretty shaken up.
Mm-hmm.
So there's not a whole lot of. He doesn't have a whole lot of pep to him.
Mm-hmm.
What is Alduin doing? Back to.
When does Nakane have a whole lot of super pep to her?
We're
anyway?
on day 3, right?
This is day 2 still.
Oh, then yeah, I'll go back to bothering Jeremiah.
All right. Okay, the day progresses on, and as the getting later into the day, Myth, are you now in the fish hold?
I am on the fish holder making sure that I have something that I'm doing when I am up there.
Okay.
The amount that I am avoiding this cat is...
All right. My guess is that he'd probably be spending most of the day above deck just because drying off. Spending time in the fish hold is not a good way to...
dry off.
Yeah.
Or smell better.
Yeah. So he's spending most of his day up there. With that in mind, because neither Nakane or Alduin have very high passive perception, Jeremiah is gonna say, "Well, it looks like we have a cloud rolling in."
Oh, what?
It's a cloud on the lake.
Hate that.
Is it fog?
Normally you would say it looks like fog, but it's a bit darker, and it's a bit thicker than most fogs you've encountered.
That much smoke, huh?
It's not quite smoke. As the ship gets closer to it, because that is in the direction of Falena, you notice the air does begin to warm up. And passing into this massive cloud, yes, you are recognizing that this is steam. Well, this is hotter than a cat's asshole.
You've been in a cat. Don't answer that. Don't answer that.
But Jeremiah at this point is visibly sweating, because he's also in a leather jacket. Well, keep your eyes peeled.
Can I
No.
just keep them open?
That's what that means, Alduin.
You're really not a people person, are you? Anyway.
He's a
A
people
great
person,
people
he's
person.
just a fool.
Everyone loves me, right, Tal?
In certain ways.
Well,
He goes back to doing whatever he's doing.
What's that supposed to mean?
anyway,
He winks at you.
keep your eyes open, just in case something hits us. I don't like not being able to see out here. So, you see the adventurer crawl into the fish hold.
You can do that.
He seems visibly shaken. All right, so
Tell if you're willing, we might need you up here.
Alright. He comes up.
does the Cloak of Eyes give you anything for your passive perception?
I don't know. It lets me see into the ethereal plane. I know that.
If it's like the shield, it should give you a...
Well, it gives
so
advantage
it doesn't
on.
actually dictate in the item. This is one I had to look up. If something gives you advantage on perception, it gives you a passive +5 to your passive perception.
Oh.
Your perception score is normally you normally get a +5 to perception.
Yeah.
Okay, that means your passive perception is 20.
Nice.
I remember having to look that one up because I gave someone that there's a shield that has
Oh,
an eye paint on.
Sentinel Shield.
Yeah, the Sentinel shield has the same thing.
It also gives me dark vision up to 120 feet, and I can see into the ethereal plane 120 feet, and I can see invisible creatures and objects.
Well,
And in all directions.
the unfortunate part is that almost none of those help you in this exact situation. But it does help you enough that you notice very slightly there are shifts in the steam that are very low on the ocean. God,
Surface?
not ocean, lake.
lake.
Yeah, the surface of the lake.
How many dead bodies are bumping up against the boat?
None. You're still like a day and a half out.
Oh, okay.
So everyone else, though, and I guess actually since you guys are actively watching, go ahead and give me perception checks instead of me just working on your passive perception.
24.
Tell, you can go ahead and do it too.
With your fucking +10.
Well,
Unless you want to
plus
take your
5, but
14.
it's at advantage.
Yeah.
14.
Wow, my dice are so mean today. Do I get a +10?
No,
it's
it's
+5,
still
it's
plus
an
5.
advantage.
13.
20!
What did you get?
24.
So you two will catch the shifting close to the water surface.
My 2 perception checks today have been 1 and 20.
Are they shrieky needles?
No. So Nakane and Tell, you two will technically be surprised. Myth and Aldwin will not, as these creatures made of steam jump onto the ship. There are about 9 of them. And at this point, I think I need to start setting up the board, which... Nope, that is dry erase. I am not going to use dry erase on this board ever again. Unless I want to buy a
That's
new
dry erase. I don't think I have any of the wet erases by me.
I have a green wet erase.
Oh, work.
I think that pink one's a wet erase too.
Nope,
Oh.
that's a dry erase. Since this is not being used.
Yep. Are the wet erases under this one too?
I don't think so.
Oh, shoot. I do not have the commands on here to shift to the battle map.
Got it. I might need to just it. Just a hair. No, that's good enough.
We're going to go back. Right, so there's all of you. I need Jeremiah. Ooh, hey, perfect. Painted him at Yomicon. So go ahead and position yourselves where you would have been. If I'm correct, the fish hold would probably be back here, right?
No, like right here.
Okay. So,
Then the mast would be probably behind it.
okay. So yeah, go ahead and position yourselves. before.
Right up till.
Is that the fish hold?
The fish hold entrance is right here.
Okay, he probably.
Be right there.
Yeah, probably. Right about.
Akane?
Oh, I'd probably be right here.
Oh yeah, Aldwin's by Jeremiah.
I don't think Jeremiah views it as bothering. He's probably enjoying having someone to talk to. Even if it is a little unhinged alcoholic twink.
Okay. So.
Jeeves.
Can I have the player's handbook?
There are 10, not 9.
That's 9. 4 here, 5 there.
Oh, I
Yeah.
was counting 1 twice. My bad.
I also accidentally just poured all of my dice out.
Ooh, my hip.
So I need to put these back. All right, so, now I guess I have never. Oh, holy shit! The DM camera is.
We never adjusted it for this screen.
I thought I did, but
No DM.
here is my wonderful shirt. So while I'm doing this,
Stand centered for me, Jake. I'm just going to need to shrink it down to the exact size. And
I did try to design it to be done that way, or at least close.
position.
All right.
Studio mode was the best goddamn thing Streamlabs ever added.
Yes. Yes, it was. All right, so this is the boat. I realize that the camera is not very close to...
Deadpool was the new DM. Because all you had was visible was your shirt.
Yeah, DM cam is now kitty cam.
All right, all of you roll to eat chimichangas.
God.
Gosh, I love chimneys though.
So, did you realize I'm missing a very crucial meta magic? I have solo casting. I have quicken casting.
You don't have careful.
I do not have careful casting.
Are you able to adjust... I know it's a bit much. Are you able to adjust the battle cam to actually be closer to them to that? I know we try to avoid that, but like zooming in some.
Oh, zooming in.
Yeah, that way people can better
Alright,
see it.
I'm gonna try it in the studio mode again because
Yeah. So,
Oh, I'm gonna take a second to say, look at my cool dice box that Ray made me.
what is on the front there?
A sky whale.
Oh, okay.
I asked for a beluga, but she was like, why not a sky whale? And I was like, okay.
So I'm going to quickly explain how we do combat because it is slightly different than most people do. We don't use initiative. We actually do a unique system where I have a bunch of these cards that I keep on my DM screen, and I move them from side to side just to keep track of when everyone goes. And then I just kind of move things around. God damn it. Okay. I've just got this empty box that I can use. So, alright, what do you guys do?
Till's gonna pop his ward.
Oh, I think that you guys are surprised.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. So,
Yeah,
right now
color
it's
to surprise, so it's just you two.
do you have the surprise condition over there?
the surprise condition.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were only surprised by seeing the movement in the mist.
Well, you didn't see it, so when they jumped in, technically they got a surprise.
So you have the surprise condition right now, which I believe means you don't get an action and you don't have a reaction and you don't have a movement speed. All you get is a bonus action in the first round of combat.
No, it is only a reaction, I believe. No, hold on. Because it's not actually a condition. God damn it.
I got it.
The way that it's... Yeah, it's...
Because you and I were just talking about
I know.
this the other
God
day.
damn it. Yeah, we were reading up on it, but effectively you don't get a main action this turn.
And It's sort of like if they get an ambush round, but not on everybody in the party.
Yeah. It's not technically a new round, but you might as well treat it like one.
If you're surprised, you can't move or take an action on your first turn of the combat, and you can't take a reaction until that turn ends.
That reminds me, there's actually a specific rule that states if you cannot take an action, you cannot take a bonus action.
Okay.
So you effectively...
You effectively lose your first turn.
Yes. So that's what this is. All right, so between Myth and Alduin. You know, I probably should have rolled to see if Jeremiah is also surprised.
Oh!
I'm gonna take a dip over here. I'm gonna kind of slide past that dude.
Yeah. They really are, in size comparison, about the size of those dice.
So could I theoretically share a square with them?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Basically,
don't worry about the
I want to
squares.
get behind them. I'm going to hold out my hands, and I'm going to lightning hands, which is burning hands, but lightning.
Isn't that a cone? Oh.
It's a 15-foot cone.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
All right.
It's gonna be like, my hair.
So it's basically he just holds out his hands, and lightning starts arcing between all of his fingertips. Simultaneously, they form this circle between his hands, and they just spike out in front of him.
I made that spell. It's called static.
All right, so they have to make a save, correct?
Yes, I am going to upcast this.
Also,
number.
don't forget to make your d20 roll.
Correct.
Please don't get a 1 because then I have to look up that table.
I already have it pulled up.
Okay,
That's a
cool.
10. I'm going to upcast that to.
Because you're hitting all 5 of them.
You know what? I've already done that, so I'm going to go ahead and make it a 5th level. Additional
Alright.
d6, so that is going to be 7d6 DC. Oh shit! 4, 9, and then I have a wand of the War Mage, so the DC is 21.
21.
Dexterity.
Okay. God. So one of them critically failed. One of them critically succeeded, and all the other ones on the die roll rolled a 16. So one of them passes.
That is 7d6.
It's half as much on a failed save, right?
Correct.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So to describe these creatures, they are small humanoid creatures made completely out of steam.
Do they look bitey?
Yes.
Wow. 3 6s, 2 5s, and a 4.
Holy shit.
18, 24, 34, 38 points of lightning damage.
All right. Yeah. It cracks out, and 2 of them go down. The one standing directly next to you is the one that critically failed. So he basically gets the full force of it, and he also goes down. But the other 2 managed to stay up.
And I'm going to use, because I just reread it in the thing, and I actually have that, whenever I cast a spell, I can force myself to allow myself to use a cantrip, but I have to roll on the temporally plagued table.
Right, that's one of the abilities I gave you.
Yes!
Wait, what level,
I believe that was 3rd.
was it? I thought it was 6th.
Even if it was.
I'm not a 6th level sorcerer.
Yeah.
I'm a 4th level sorcerer.
Oh.
Because I know you get an ability. I know you get an ability at 1st level. You actually get 2 of them, I think.
Oh, wrong search. Ignore the temporal effects table because it's wrong. Your words.
Yeah. For the most part, we're gonna wing it. I gotta finish it. Oh, I have the temporal effects table on World Anvil.
Starting at first level, whenever you use a class ability, regardless of which class the ability is from, or you cast a spell at first level or above, on your turn you may choose to gain another action to cast a cantrip when the spell has completed its casting.
Yep.
So. And I am going to cast a cantrip called...
They surprise you and get fucking lightning bolted, effectively.
You know what? I'm going to stick with the theme, and we're going to go with Shocking Grasp.
Shock the lizard.
So you're going to shock the one that's right in front of you?
Yep. Make a melee spell attack. Which currently has a plus 11. Natural 20, baby.
Yeah, you hit.
6d8
Oh!
on a cantrip.
Feels good.
Whoo!
Nice job, Dan.
That's rough. They surprised the wrong fucking people.
I did not mean to offload this much damage in the first round of combat. Where is... There it is.
I
You
know that feeling.
You didn't mean to, but you certainly appreciate it.
I haven't offloaded that amount of damage in a while.
God, I gotta see if I can find the...
23.
It's dead. Thank you.
Welcome. I helped.
And now you have to roll on...
The temporal.
You only had 17 of them finished on this.
Yeah, so you're gonna roll a d20, and if you get...
Above 17, re-roll.
Yep.
18.
Roll again.
5. Ah!
What did you get?
A time apparition appears and begins attacking you until you or it dies.
God damn it.
A time apparition?
It's basically a creature that attempts to correct time.
Oh.
And since he is a time anomaly...
You made them notice you.
Senpai noticed you.
So yeah, all of you see Alduin kind of first reach out his hands, lightning bursts forth, and then you see like it almost like the Flash, almost like his body speeds up, and you see him reach out, grab one of the steam things, and just it bursts into electricity and disappears. But then from behind, a small kind of tear opens up. And reaching out is this gray skinned creature. It looks like a corpse, where the skin has, where the muscle underneath is completely gone and the skin is still on it. And it's just reaching out. Still has all the skin on like its face and stuff. And you just hear it let out a shriek.
What did you do?
All right. That was Alduin's turn. I know I moved Tell.
I
Ignore
had
that.
one of those palm shockers.
Yeah, you accidentally hooked it up to a fucking car battery. So, Myth.
I think that was a couple card batteries.
If I were to use Fey Presence, it says that I can cause each creature in a 10-foot cube originating from me to make a wisdom save.
Okay.
Do I have to choose to affect everything in the 10-foot cube? Because it says I can.
You
Fun
can
fact, he
cause
lives in
each
Michigan.
creature.
Really?
Okay, so this is going to be
He's in the
all
fall.
creatures in
I think
that.
he might have gone to school with him.
Probably not a good idea on a small boat then.
Probably not.
Probably not.
He's from that area.
Spark after dark.
So let me just double check to see what this,
He's not active on any
One
social media, I
is-
checked.
and I will decide my spell.
I was gonna say, he doesn't look familiar.
He might also be a bit
Bless.
older than you.
Thank you.
He's in like his mid-30s.
Jesus.
Yeah, he
God,
would have
I wanna
probably
die.
graduated with
Those sneezes are powerfully loud.
hurts.
Filkin's sister. He went to school with me.
Oh, Jesus.
That almost. No, it's not.
I almost dropped
Anyways,
my
That
entire
was
dice bag.
also a bad idea on a small boat. So,
What, sneezing?
All right.
Arms of Hadar.
Ah.
Oh, that's the one where tentacles sprout out of the,
I didn't know
I
you were a tentacle warrior.
I just want to use my cool new warlock shit while it's like everything within 10 feet of you.
Did you not watch the video?
Eldritch Blast!
I didn't take Eldritch Blast. I
As
did not take.
Eldritch Blast.
as a DM,
Either.
I am proud of you. I am proud of you for breaking the mold.
I might not take it as Kata either because I get to do tentacle slaps instead.
I realize that as I sit down for combat, my head is way far down than I expected. But no, do not raise it because the moment I stand up,
Yeah, I can't.
Then I'm fine.
I can't change the size of your camera anymore.
Yeah.
I am going to.
the only way we can do that is if we had two cameras set up, one for me sitting and one for me standing, and somebody sat there and just fucking tracked me every time I moved.
And that ain't happening.
I'm
Yep.
going to reach a hand out toward this one in front of me here,
All right.
and I'm going to cast Poison Spray.
Okay. It's got to make a Constitution save, correct?
Which is a 18 now.
All right. So it failed the save.
Okay. And since I'm level.
I'm waiting for Tell to do something freaky, like everything in a 600-foot area starts withering.
I want to die.
Oh, what did you roll?
2 1s and a 12.
Oh, okay. So,
So 14 damage.
it's still standing.
Yeah.
As it, you see like the gas kind of pass through it,
It didn't look like it enjoyed it, but.
and it kind of like shivers for a second, but then seems to turn and look at you.
You and I are having vastly different issues right now.
I was like, really?
All right, so the time apparition is going to come for Alduin first,
No.
and it is going to reach out with its hands and try to grab you.
It's like
Is
mirror.
it an attack roll?
Yes, it is an attack roll.
It's like mirror.
You've got fucking kidding me. All right, and your AC. I don't have your AC. What is your AC?
14.
Okay. One attack misses.
I am going to shield.
Gives you what?
+5 to AC.
Shield gives you +5? Jesus.
It's only for 1 round.
Alright.
It's a reaction cast.
Okay, roll a d20.
Another time apparition.
What did you get?
1.
Roll again! Roll again! Roll again! I love Alduin being back!
Another
17.
time. Another time apparition.
Fuck me.
What?
Your mind is shuffled to another time for the next minute. You are under the influence of the confusion spell for that minute. Does anyone have confusion?
I do. Hold on.
So, despite how many shitty things are coming up, there's also a lot of, like, really beneficial things on the table.
I can't take reactions anymore. At the end of each of its turns, an affected target can make a wisdom saving throw. 2. You'll have to let me know what the DC is for that.
I'll probably do the same DC as the Madness, because that's just going to be the easiest thing at this moment.
You mind if I keep this over here for a second?
Yeah, that's fine. It's one of my familiar spells I wasn't going to use. Crumbs.
Where did I put that sheet of paper? What the fuck? Sorry, I'm looking for one of my... I had the notes for the stream rewards, and now I don't know where they are. Oh! Yeah, so the DC on that... what is... Your proficiency is now...
+5.
Okay, so the DC is going to be 15.
Okay.
That's just the easiest way for me to do this.
Oh, fuck me. It's a wisdom saving throw.
Whoo! Well, you did a pretty good job so far. You do get the shield up just as the hand like collides with it, and it does stop it from actually hitting you. And then you have no idea what the fuck is going on. You are confused.
Basically, I'm sharing my mind with another Elwyn somewhere.
Yes.
You're both going.
Another Elwyn tried to access the brain cell, and I'm all fucked up right now.
No, I need that brain cell. No, I need it. No, fuck. So there's an Alduin of you somewhere who is also getting equally fucked up right now.
Another time wraith is like, you.
It's wherever the next time you get the confusion spell.
Oh god. Another time wraith, you.
All right. Yeah, so the little steam guys. Okay, I gotta move these.
Oops.
All right,
I
so
pulled myself forward. Look, I made you into Nerdalo Rat Jake.
Oh my god. All right, so
Hey, you can't have Jeremiah. What the fuck?
So, that is something to know. Bailey, one of them stepped outside of your range. Did you want to use your reaction to take an attack of opportunity?
He's like, "Ah."
She's gonna do the quick.
All right. That'll hit. What did you roll? 1 plus your dex mod? 3?
Your next mod is +3.
So 4 damage.
Yeah, so you reach out and you feel your weapon pass through steam as it runs up to Jeremiah.
I didn't have a lot of good reaction cantrips. Wait, I'm a warcaster.
Yeah, you can cast a cantrip as a reaction.
It's too late now.
Okay.
Well, because you already rolled.
Yeah.
You did all of
I
that.
forgot I can do that.
All right, so
Okay, I don't have a lot of offensive spells.
And it's only touch spells.
Nakana, your AC is
Do you have any
23?
cantrips?
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Okay, one of them is
No.
coming up to you and clawing at you.
Do you have cantrips?
It does not succeed.
She just stares at it.
Tell. 2 of these little things are coming up and trying to claw at you.
Correct, you do not have any.
They both miss.
I feel like you're missing it.
And then, Myth, one of these is swinging at you. That's cocked. They are not rolling good tonight.
It's okay, me either.
But then one of them is attacking Jeremiah. And of course, this is the one that rolls good.
Do I get a reaction?
What do you mean?
Do I get a reaction even though I don't? Since right now I'm,
No, you're still surprised.
Okay, so I don't get a reaction. Okay.
No.
I just wanted to make sure. I wasn't sure if it was only actions or what was
How
going
many
on.
bard cantrips do you have?
Okay. It claws at Jeremiah, and you hear him shouting,
4.
and he goes down.
Ah! We need that.
Yes, you do!
It's okay, we can bring him back.
Will you sacrifice any elf in the fish pool?
We already talked about this, the possibility of sacrificing Alduin and just another version of him comes back.
Yeah, because he's technically got an infinite life pool right now. He can't die. He can't die from age. Which is typically...
Just another version of Alduin from another timeline shows up.
Just Thanatos' Land of the Dead just becomes filled with Aldwins.
when Jake and I were talking about it, you know how funny it would be, like, another one shows up in front of her, she goes, I hate you so much.
But then there's one timeline that no Alduin ever shows up. Ever. Throughout all of time.
And she's like, oh my god, it's done. And then another time, like, fuck!
I have 3 of them! Yes, so this brings us back to... Now everyone has a chance to go. So...
Okay, I'm gonna go after the one that went after Jeremiah.
Okay. The one that is currently right by you is going to get an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
So, I know.
Did you just...
No. No.
Did you just crit your pants?
Failed by 1. So, go ahead and move your character.
Boop.
Go ahead and...
Gonna hit it with a hammer. Motherfucker. I did not hit it with a hammer.
Good thing you have extra attack, Paladin.
Yeah, it's still in that one.
It's a good thing I'm not making you hit Jeremiah. Swing, miss, smash his head in.
Yeah, because that's 2 failed death saving throws, because he takes damage from 2 sources.
Yeah.
From the hammer and from the radiant damage from improved divine smite.
Yeah.
Well, that's still from 1 attack.
I thought it was different damage sources.
No.
Oh.
Okay, I'm
But he's not going to. So go ahead and roll again. That definitely cocked.
Yeah. Yay.
That might have changed. What's your strength score? Your 2 hit right now is +10, not +8.
Okay.
And Dagnor's hammer, isn't it a +2 or 3 weapon?
Yes, it is a +3.
Yeah, why
So
is
you have a
this
+13 to hit right now.
Yeah.
So,
But I also have the fuck you sword.
yeah, but you can only have 1 at a time.
Yeah, I'm using Dadnor's hammer right now because it's magical.
And I'm guessing because you have an AC of 23, you have your shield out.
Yeah.
So you're doing one-handed. So, by the way, you hit with a 26.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, you're rolling a D8 for damage.
I missed
Is it just a D8 for Dagnor's hammer?
Yeah.
Wielding it one-handed, yes.
Oh, I thought it was like more than 1. I thought it was more than 1 die.
No, it's
Just
still a...
1.
But it has +3. It's
Oh,
a
yeah,
+3
yeah.
weapon, so...
You're gonna add 8 to that.
So
7.
So 15.
And then you're gonna also add your improved divine smite, which is, I believe, just a D8.
15.
She just gets a passive divine smite.
I know, I don't remember what it was.
7.
15, 16, 19, 20, 22 damage altogether.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you swing through this thing, and you see like half of its body kind of like get displaced before it kind of comes back together. It's not dead.
It kind of growls at it. I have an extra... Oh, that was my extra attack.
Yeah, the first one was a 1.
I'm just gonna throw a temper tantrum over here with my dice.
All right, so tell.
Ward.
What does the ward do again?
So the ward is a 30-foot circle.
That encompasses the whole boat. Wait, 30-foot radius?
Yes.
Yeah, that encompasses the whole boat.
Even a 30-foot diameter would encompass the whole boat. It's a 30-foot boat.
But they're closer to one end.
So the reason I'm putting up the ward is any hostile creature that starts its turn inside the ward is automatically dealt psychic damage.
Hey! This is gonna suck! You'll have to roll for that damage.
Yeah, I will. But it's not their turn. So whenever they start their turn, psychic damage.
Oh,
It's not my turn, it's
New
their
turn.
turn.
Let me roll a D10 here real quick.
Oh yeah, because you're confused.
I sure as the fuck am. Fuck me.
What did you get? You sit there and drool?
Nope.
Trip and fall.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or sorry, 7, 8.
Oh, it's
I got the movement 1. Here's my question: will I move in the dangerous terrain with this?
Yeah, because you're confused. You don't really have control over it. So Alduin's gonna go for a swim, everybody!
Probably.
The guy is gonna go,
fishes Aldwin out. Aldwin jumps right back in the water. God.
I move all its movement in one direction, so 5. Are you using double diagonal?
Yeah, so.
15, 20.
And then your movement speed
30.
kind of drops down once you hit the water, because...
Yeah.
However, this is the unfortunate part, because even though you had no control over the movement, it wasn't a compulsory move.
Correct.
So the time apparition gets an attack of opportunity on you.
And so does the...
This guy.
Yep.
Aldwin just kind of stumbles against Smith and she's like, what are you doing?
And he just goes out the edge. You're like, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
All right, you are going to take...
He just tumbles off and then David Hasselhoff's across the water.
I'm really mad at you and it wasn't your fault, but you just got in the way of my spell.
You are going to take 16 psychic damage.
Yikers.
Yikes.
As the Time Wraith reaches towards you, and as its claw hits you, it passes through you.
On the bright side, now it has to come chase him.
Yeah. And it feels like it tears through your body without any visible wounds. And then, yeah, the little steam guy gets an attack. Jesus fucking Christ, they're all hitting you.
This is payback for the lightning hands, the shocking grasp.
This one is going to be 14 slashing damage.
Lord have mercy.
How you feeling, Aldwin?
Not great, probably.
On a scale of 1 to 100, I'm about a 74 right now.
That's still a passing grade.
Depends on the parent you have.
Yeah, that's my dad's.
Whoo, boy! Alrighty. So,
Depending on the redneck you live with, that might be an ass whooping.
so that was Alduin. Oh, did you have anything else other than your ward? Your ward is an action.
My warden isn't.
I also need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Now, oh yeah, that's true.
I passed, baby!
So you are now swimming.
And confused.
The water snapped you out
Aldwin, what are you doing?
Yeah, the other Eldwin needed the brain cell.
What?
Oh yeah, the boat's still moving.
Yeah. Which means... Fuck me, 3 miles an hour. I gotta do math.
Okay.
Okay,
We
well,
will
you're doing that.
Yeah, we will move Alduin towards us, towards
Yeah.
me when
When I figure out the math.
yeah. So Myth.
So if I put the point of sound here, I can hit these and not out.
Oh, you're doing shatter, aren't you?
I am doing shatter.
Oh boy. Okay.
They are an organic.
Thank you for the raid, Sid. Alright, if you guys don't know, Sour Flower is Sid. They are the one that did our character art, and you should go check them out because they're really cool. Do the Sid thing.
I just did.
Oh, okay.
Sit.
But I am going to do this at
Oh, yes.
3rd level.
So all 3 of those will need to make a save.
Yep.
Okay. And it's
Yeah,
a
3rd level.
con save?
Yes.
My brain is so messed up because I've been working on nothing but paths for the past month.
It's okay.
So I'm sitting here going like, yes, a toughness save. Oh boy, none of them pass.
Okay. Oh, that's slightly better.
17. I don't think any of them have taken damage.
This one did.
Okay.
14.
Okay. Yeah, that one will die.
Okay.
Wow, did I fuck up the speeds for this ship?
Why?
Apparently a sailing ship, according to Ghosts of Saltmarsh, can travel 120 miles per day.
In favor of
This
this,
one-
yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah, this one, the winds haven't been great.
Well, if we're going by this, I'm way the fuck back there. I'm in
Do a third of the speed.
Okay, so I'm about 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
hurry up.
I'm saying that because at this point, his ship isn't in the best condition anyway. So he's moving slower than most ships would. All right.
I'm catching Sid up on what's going on. I said, Sid, Aldwin is trying to drown. Oh, I said Aldwin twice.
So there, you hear a loud, I guess, shattering noise. Then you also hear a crack.
Oh.
Why are you like this?
You
You
say.
know, I like that I'm the one that uses the most AoE spells, but you cause the most problems with them.
I don't have a lot of offensive spells.
From that, some water's starting to get onto the boat.
Hey, guy under the boat, you might want to get up here.
Shatter breaks other objects. You are on a big object.
And wood is not classified as a technical organic material for the purposes of that spell.
Yup.
I have mending.
I would like to note.
I don't want to be in the water.
I would like to note.
And Tel's standing right next to me.
Yeah, when the boat cracked, he immediately was like, "Oh, what did you do?"
And she goes, oh.
All right. So for the ward, do they get a save?
Nope.
Ouch. Okay. Roll damage then.
How many am I doing? Just one for right now, because it's the start of just one's turn.
Well,
Or should I do all of them?
just do all of them because they are the only ones who haven't gone. So.
Okay.
And you will need Oh, right. You're making one roll.
6, 3, 5.
Oh, do they each do? They each. Hold on. I'm confused.
Each of them gets 1d6.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So distribute.
So 6, 3, 5, 6, whichever ones you want.
Okay.
Don't care.
Well. How much damage did you do again to the?
20.
That one's dead. Oh wait, yeah, because he's starting in a 30-foot radius. He's dead. The other ones are still alive. You need to roll one more d6 because there's a time apparition in here.
Oh!
On the bright side, it is just going for Aldwin, though.
2.
It might. Well, yeah, actually, it is
Yeah, it
just going for
specifies
Aldrin.
that it goes after just me until one of us dies, but it disappears whether either of us die.
Yep.
So if it kills me, it still disappears.
Good.
Yes, indeed.
Myth is apparently why they can't have nice things. Oh, yeah, that's like 2 arcs that are my fault now.
They just suddenly all take
Minus
a bunch
to
of
my
psychic damage.
one.
I don't know why.
So the two that are currently in front of Tell are going to shift to in front of Myth.
Why is it always us ladies?
We like strong female leads here.
Yeah,
and
would that
everyone-
one take?
An attack of opportunity.
No, 'cause
Nope,
it's
still in
within
range.
5 feet of you.
One of them is going to hit you.
Okay, I deserve that.
Is this still the same turn
Wait.
from when I walked off the ship?
Yes.
Wait,
Wait,
Tell might
wait.
be protecting me.
I have a new thing. Hold on.
I was gonna say exhale.
Can we crack that window?
Will Vox be okay?
I have a sweater.
Okay.
Because,
Yeah, I'm warm too. I just didn't want to kill Vox.
No.
They're so little.
We can add more layers. That's why I like the cold.
Yeah.
I can use my reaction to raise the AC of an ally within 30 feet by 5.
That would stop the attack from happening.
How? Fix the bone, I swear.
How does that come into visualization? Describe
So, because it's one of my spirits
that. Mm-hmm.
doing it, it's from my spirit of guilt.
Spirit of guilt.
Yeah.
Which one
Oh!
was that again?
Huh?
Which one was that again?
That's one of the adults.
Okay.
The child is Serenity. She's the one
Okay.
who allows me to not need as much time to rest.
Okay.
But this one, I imagine because it's one of the spirits, maybe the spirit like slides in front of the person,
All right.
and then they have to like go through something else.
Okay, so yeah, you see a spirit basically just appear in front of you as it slows down the attack enough for you to get out of the way.
Right.
Now, was that a release of the spirit, or was, okay?
That's a passive.
Just making sure.
I'm giggling that a child spirit is your serenity.
However, there is another
She was
one
a
that's
little
going.
sick girl.
There is another one that's going to attack Tell,
Okay.
and it misses.
Heyo.
All right, the time apparition.
How fast can that move?
It flies past.
A
Pretty
lot.
fast.
I think that
I mean, that was
Nakane will
only-
get an attack of opportunity.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Nakane can make an attempt to attack.
Yeah, I'ma hit it.
Do you have Sentinel by chance?
The feet?
Yeah. It would be listed over here.
Nope, I have protection.
I think we need to get you a new feat.
Oh no, I don't
You've
like.
got
Sentinel,
enough
what it does is if someone leaves your area and you get an attack of opportunity, if you hit, they lose all
stops them.
movement speed.
Yay.
It's such bullshit. As a DM, I fucking
As
hate
the
that.
solo
Baylor.
martial character right now, that would be really good for you.
Well, guess what? We need a level up for me to get a hold of it.
Which requires
A few more levels.
beating the shit out of something big.
That's good. That you have plus 13.
Yeah.
29.
That hits.
I hit the thing.
It does count as undead. Actually, wait, no, it wouldn't. Sorry.
Elemental.
You
got me
No.
all
I
excited.
I know. You'll
Jake!
you'll get plenty of.
You saw the skeleton.
No, it's actually neither of those. It's actually an aberration. The time apparition is not something in the book.
Are you gonna bonus smite?
Yeah. So let me roll my normal damage. 6,
You'll have plenty of opportunities to
Plus 8.
fight.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 on regular hitty things. And 2 for smities, and then bonus smities.
I'm
Can we have
pulling. I'm
green marker?
pulling up here.
This one? Why? What the fuck are you drawing?
3, 4d8, 5d8. I'm a smite at the 4th level. I need 5d8s.
Goddamn.
I think I might have it. 2. If I grab one from every set of dice that I own,
So yeah, that's 5d8.
yeah.
That's the maximum you can cast that. You can't cast at 4th level.
What do you mean? She has access
Oh
to
yeah,
fourth
you
level
did.
spells.
That's your 1/4 level. Oh wait, no, you're not using slots.
No, I'm using points. Okay, here. I only needed one.
Yeah,
Yikers.
paladins are broken,
I still
but they're
get,
fun.
Yeah, I still get, I think, bonuses even then. The only way that I can go over 5d8 is if it's an undead.
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a wonderful sound, Jake.
Is it a fiend?
No,
No,
it's an aberration.
Okay.
I just want that sound. 6,
13.
13, 14, 16,
18.
17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25 points of damage on that one.
Ouch. Does not kill it.
Even with all the other damages I did? Wow. Okay. Hey, guess what I get to do again?
No, it was an attack of
Oh,
opportunity.
that's right.
Yeah, it's not your turn.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I was like, oh, shit. Okay, never mind.
So, the time apparition is going to use its action to attempt to grapple you.
Is it gonna try to drown you? Are you going to have another character start drowning in the campaign with me?
So go ahead and roll either strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics.
It's gonna be acrobatics, by the way. $20.
That is not enough. It grabs a hold of you And, yeah, from it touching you, you're going to take 9 psychic damage.
Alright, motherfucker. Oh, shit. Hold on. I erased the wrong one. Both my spell points and my hit points were at 74. That confused me.
Ooh, boy. This is such a shitty situation for all of you.
I'm gonna basically loaded gun this bitch. I'm gonna reach down, because it doesn't prevent me from using items.
No, it doesn't.
As a grapple, and grab the wand of lightning bolts, jam it into it, and cast it at the 6th level.
You're in the water!
It doesn't work that way in this system.
Does it?
No.
I feel like Jake's gonna kill you.
It's actually been specified very clearly that material does not change the damage of spells in 5th edition. Unless specified in the spell.
He's gonna kill you.
They are correct, because otherwise it would restrict fireball underwater.
Yeah, correct.
All right.
It'd be unfortunate.
So it's going to make a dexterity saving throw, huh?
Correct. Yeah, never mind. I can't change the...
Yeah, because it's in the wand. Which means you don't have to roll on the temporal table.
Correct.
What is the DC?
It's still my DC, which is a 21.
It does fail.
I am looking up lightning bolt. Because I just upcast that 3 times.
Oh boy! This is fucking intense.
8d6. Dish 3 to... So 11d6.
Oh, because you wanted to use a cantrip.
How many d6s do you need?
I'm at 7, so I need 4 more.
Oh, I was gonna give some of my tiny ones because
Can I block this?
they're easier to identify. Oh,
You gave me 3, which was neither enough for 4, and 1 too many for the 2 left I needed.
I didn't see how many they had. Ooh.
10. It sure fucking is. 20. 30. 34.
34?
Yep.
Ooh, boy. You see the lightning bolt shoot through it. And it is still hanging on to you.
Alrighty then. I will cast a spell.
Is it a cantrip?
No, I am going to quicken cast. I cast from the item, which does not count against casting spells.
Yeah, that is use a magic item.
Correct. I just have to figure out which spell I'm going to do.
You're gonna be moving again here.
Well, I don't have movement speed right now, and I can't fix that.
You're just trying to kill this thing. You could quicken cast a cantrip. If you're going with the lightning theme.
Well, I was thinking of doing Scorching Ray. Because that's...
I love how intense this is getting. Is it gonna drown you?
You know what? Yeah, I'll Tony Stark it.
Another one.
Tony Stark it?
Yeah, Scorching Ray.
Alright, roll a d20.
So I'm just gonna put my palm against it and how am I looking on spell
I'm gonna
points?
loaded gun it. I'm gonna Tony Stark it.
I will upcast that 3 times.
Alright.
So that is going to be 6 rays. I need to make 6 spell attacks.
But first...
Yeah, I'll roll my d20. I'm good. It's not 19. Alright. 14?
Is that total
Hit.
to hit?
Yeah.
That is not enough.
22.
That will hit.
13.
Not enough.
17.
Not enough.
2 more rolls. 18.
Not enough.
I got one attack. I got one.
Whoo! Oof!
I had 5 out of 6 rolls that were below a 10
It.
for 5 fire damage. I cannot believe I just cast a 5th level spell and got 5 damage.
Oof. It, unfortunately, is still not enough to kill it.
Yikers.
Basically, you put your hand up to it, and just as the spell cast, it shifted its body around you. And, only one of the rays got it.
And it's worth asking, I don't have a movement speed right now.
Correct.
Do I sink?
No, because it's holding on to you. But there's no guarantee that it's not going to start going down.
Well, the sinking thing would be if it doesn't stop it, then we would just sink.
Oh, then yeah. It's not going to stop it. So yeah, you guys will sink and move another 30 feet, which is now off the board. So
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
So, people at home, yeah, they're back this way.
Oh, my foot.
I don't think I can get the camera far enough. Up. It's at the very edge of the camera.
Oh my god.
Yikers.
All right. So, everyone else. Tell, Nikane.
I'm going to check on our captain dude.
Oh, that's right. I forgot to, hold on.
You might want to just straight up lay on hands.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Okay, how many points?
2.
Okay. He... What happened?
You got knocked out.
Okay, so he is back up to standing.
I got it.
With 2 HP. What? Where's the nerdy one?
That way.
Turns and looks. Fuck!
He'll be fine.
As he's sinking into the water with this
He's fine.
corpse on him.
We can get another one.
I'm gonna take the 2 opportunity attacks.
Ooh!
Miz, we can get you a new boyfriend.
You can't actually see where I'm at right now.
It's okay, I'm gonna...
That doesn't change what they're gonna do. Both of them miss.
Okay. I'm going to heft myself overboard, and as I hit the water, I'm going to turn into a giant shark.
You've never seen a shark.
I've never seen any shark?
No.
Then what water creature will I be able to do? Because I thought that with City of Gold and all of the traveling that I would have seen some of the larger...
Nobody
creatures.
goes out onto the ocean. The southern spear is the only place you might see a shark, and we already know what you've seen while you've been in the southern spear.
There was the thing that tried to eat me.
That's a plesiosaur. Oh shit!
All right.
I got it.
Wow, I don't have a plesiosaur.
So let me check the CR on that. Yeah, I can do that.
Ooh, fireworks.
Oh my god, the thing is so broken. I forgot about that.
Well, that's why I was just gonna find the plesiosaur and hand them the page.
I've got it right here.
Oh, okay.
Whew! All right. So first of all, roll a d20 and add your spellcasting ability score,
My turn for wild bitch.
because you're still not quite done with.
14.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. I've got a 40-foot swim.
And you've already used 5 feet of movement.
10, 15, 20, 40.
Also, don't you have a long neck? So don't you have like a reach of 10 feet?
Let me see.
Something like that, I think.
Yeah, I do have a 10-foot reach.
But you used your action to cast.
Alden's going,
So yeah, while you're being grappled by this time apparition, there is just a plesiosaur.
There's a large shape moving marine in the water.
I completely forgot you guys encountered that. Jesus Christ. Oh.
It tried to eat me.
Yes. Yes, it did.
In fact, I didn't even know what it was. I was like, it's probably a shark.
Oh, God. And when you brought that up, I'm like, is it a beast? Yeah, it's a beast because the T-Rex is a beast. Shit. God, you guys have encountered more dinosaurs than actual marine animals.
Yeah. Because nobody goes in the ocean.
Yep.
We haven't encountered, like, any freshwater animals
Well.
besides the plesiosaur.
And the Hydra.
Yeah.
That's not a beast.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a monstrosity. All right. That's myth.
The hydras were dragons.
I don't remember.
Pretty sure they're dragons.
We can double check. Tell has a
Yeah.
smile. You have a
It's just
smile on
been
your
like,
face.
Sorry.
You just,
Hi.
I'm just imagining. Have you ever seen those videos of the people that just run up and they're like just dolphin?
Oh no, I'm
Yeah, but
having
who's gonna
fun.
fix the boat when Myth is busy being a plesiosaur?
Not me. I don't have mending.
Me neither.
The one who had
I
mending.
do.
The one who had mending jumped overboard.
Yes, both of us.
God.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I love moving boats.
Oh my god.
Do you want to know how dumb I am right now?
What's your intelligence? 2, 3, 2. Nice.
You're gonna get eaten.
I need to set the 20-foot radius sphere where it won't hit Nakane. Just these two idiots.
And you?
Huh?
And you?
I don't know if it affects me.
Well, what's the spell?
Vitriolic sphere.
Oh yes, that definitely affects you.
Okay.
So you could always move first.
Fair enough.
You will get 2 opportunity attacks against you.
Depending on which way you move. If you just move here, you could focus it over here and still get all 3 of them.
You wouldn't be able to get all of them if they just stood there.
Or if you want to take 3, you could go back here.
Depends on how much you want these gone.
Well, nobody has attacked me yet, or they have but haven't hit me, so.
They're just really bad at it.
And I have guilt, so it'll be fine. So I'll scoot.
All right.
And
Ooh, one of them hits.
I do have the +5 to my AC as well.
Ignore that.
So my AC is a 20 right now.
Yeah, it doesn't care.
Okay.
Not.
Sounds like that was a crit.
Yeah. That's what that was.
What's that top card there? Is that?
What?
What's this?
Oh, it's a blank card.
That is 20. That is 23 slashing damage.
Okay.
And my question for you is: do you want me to roll, or do you want to roll the d8?
I will.
Ooh.
They got different.
You have a concussion.
All right.
Wow, this cancels out your cloak. You hear a ringing and your vision is blurred. While concussed, you have disadvantage on perception checks.
All right.
You can see everywhere around you really blurry.
How much damage was it? I'm sorry.
23 slashing damage.
Do that math.
But yeah, so it basically goes to slash at you, and just the way that you moved, it clocks you in the head as well on the way through. All right.
Were any of the others at me?
No, they rolled shit.
All right. So vitriolic sphere. I'll put it so I hit all 3 of them.
Sounds good.
They all need to make a dex save.
Man, this party really hates Dex.
They have to meet a 17 or.
They do not.
Nice.
Oh no.
A lot of poison.
I need a
damage.
ton of d4s. I need 8.
Here's 4.
Oh, I think Eric has got
5,
you the last
6,
for the ones.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, you need. Oh. Holy shit.
Oh, that's a lovely sound.
Oh god, that's a ton of minimum damage too.
Oh.
That's
Hold up,
the
though.
that's the one nice thing about D4s is that it.
But if I roll ones, I get to
That's why.
What?
scoot them.
Oh no!
Alright, so that's a 1. Ooh. I'm gonna re-roll that one because I just knocked it over. Okay, this is a 1. This is a 1.
So is this from Vitriolic
This is
Sphere
a
that
1.
you re-roll the ones?
No, this is from my new spirit.
Oh.
I don't re-roll the ones, I max them out.
Oh, Jesus.
I add 6 to them, so. For this, I would max them out.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
Yaz needs that.
4, 5, 6. Wait, hold on. 4, 8.
Oh, smudgy. Nakane is working on killing things and healing Jebediah.
16. 20. 2, 4, 6.
The downside of D4s.
7, 8, 9. 31, 32.
All right, how do they die?
They dissolve, I guess.
All right, you guys see 3 steam humanoid things just like dissolve. Like you see like this like from where their body is, like you see a layer as this spell just expands out and their bodies just vaporize. Even though they were already vapor, but that's not the point.
They disperse.
Yeah.
Jake, do you have something I can use as a straight edge?
I have this.
Are you okay with a little marker getting on it?
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay. I realize I have like 8 things I need to keep track of numbers on, so.
Oh my God.
The 2 purple ones are yours, right?
Yeah.
Purple, which ones are yours?
Cool. Easiest way to identify them.
They would have taken another 5 at the start of their turn. Or at the end of their turn.
Yep. All right, so those 3 are dead. So the only thing left, and at this point we can turn off the battle map because it's not necessary.
Give me just a second. Oh, I just pitched that on the ground.
And I only say that because now there is only one enemy, and we all know exactly where it is. Around Aldwin's throat.
Hooray! Where did I put that?
So Nakane, what you doing?
Going to the edge of the boat and waiting for somebody to surface because I don't think living in the desert her entire life, Nakane knows how to swim.
You know how to swim in sand.
Yeah.
And your aunt probably didn't want you going to the bay.
Nope.
Oh,
Or
Grandma.
Both.
Yeah.
Because Em probably got babysitting duty when Grandma needed a break and Em was home from the war.
No, you little shit, we're not going swimming. If I can help it, you'll never swim a day in your life.
Em's probably afraid of water.
You do have the ring of water walking.
Aldwin, you just got advantage and inspiration from Tierna.
Yeah, but I don't know if she'll go over there and then accidentally pull the wraith up and or get eaten by Myth. Who has an intelligence of 2.
Alright, so you're just standing by the boat and you're
waiting for the Lich or somebody to at least the enemy to surface so I can throw my hammer at it.
Okay, so you're waiting until you can see the enemy before you throw your hammer.
Please don't hit me with your hammer when I go.
I said enemy.
Do you know what a plesiosaur is?
No, and I don't know you're not the plesiosaur, so if I hit you and you pop back into...
Oh, you'd have to hit him pretty hard.
Hi.
It's got like 100 health.
Yeah?
Alright.
Okay.
So
Then you should be fine if I don't decide to smite.
so this time apparition? Oh my God.
I had to create a chart to track all my resources.
Do you want me to get you like graph paper or something? Alright. So this thing, while it's grappling you, it's
Moving straight down.
Yep, moving down. But it's also trying to now it's grappling you, but it's basically trying to continue using its touch
believe
attack.
when it's grappled, it can only move half its speed, though.
Yeah,
right?
that's fine. As far as Aldwin's concerned, it's more than enough.
I mean, what's another 10 feet of water?
Another 10.
What's its fly speed?
It moves 50 feet.
So it takes me another 25 feet underwater.
You're already drowning. What's another 25 feet?
I am not drowning. I can hold my breath for a long ass time. I have 18 goddamn constitution.
Which
I
means
mean,
you
I can get back on the boat if you want.
Which you can hold your breath for
1 minute plus your con mod.
Yes.
So I can hold my breath for 5 minutes.
I can go back on the boat if you want.
Hey, will you know to go back on the boat?
Swim after
Its
the other
first
plesiosaurs.
first attack hits you, and the second attack. I'm just rolling both the attacks. The second attack also hits you.
Oh!
Uh-oh.
I just realized something.
Hmm.
I lied.
About?
Hold on, I need to find the right spell. I'm drowning.
Yeah.
I cast a vocational spell last turn. Burning Hands has a vocational component.
You had to speak. you have no air in your lungs. You're fucked. And it hit you twice.
You might want to go get your stupid
You want me to
boyfriend.
go back to the boat? Beowulf over there.
Hold on, I'm doing math.
What about the water pressure, says Ray?
There is not rule sets for water pressure in many systems because
I wouldn't
it's a
deal
fickle
with that
bitch.
unless it's like 1,000+ feet. I'd be like, if you go beyond this hard
Okay,
line, this
the first one
happens
does 31
instantly.
damage. Psychic.
The first one?
Yes. It rolled really well.
And I can't get to
The next one does 21. Oh god, I need to pull up the suffocation rolls.
Remember that time you almost killed me when I had death saving throws happening?
Remember that time I grappled a shark and got hauled out in the middle of the lake and then I started drowning and you came out to save me and then you died?
A lot of my problems in D&D start with grappling sharks, grappling hooks.
Oh geez, what is the...
It's near the end. It's in the same area as like the
Are you talking about combat? Because that just talks about how to fight underwater. It doesn't talk
No.
about
This
suffocation.
motherfucker here.
it's in the same area as like jumping.
My character went down, got on a horse, threw a grappling hook down that was attached to a
Quick
rope and
reference,
caught me by
suffocating.
my ribs and
PHP
dragged me
183.
behind the horse.
Oh, 183?
Good
Yep.
lord. Holy shit.
When
Almost
creature
killed
runs
me.
out of breath, it can survive for a number of rounds equal to its con mod at the start of its next turn. Okay, so I have 4 rounds, and after that 4 rounds, I just drop to 0 hit points.
I mean, you'll drop to 0 sooner than that if this
Yep.
apparition has its way with you.
Okay.
And if I run out of breath, I cannot regain hit points or be stabilized until I can breathe again.
Whew. Tough break.
Who knew my enemy was water the whole time?
So, Tal, are you doing anything at all?
I can't see him.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you had magic that would help.
I mean, theoretically I could cast water breathing, but I can't see him. So, that's what I was gonna do, and then idiot over here tried to started drowning him, so I couldn't see him. I was like, okay, it'll be fine. I'll just cast water breathing. Ah, fuck. There he goes.
And under the water they go.
It's fine. It's not.
Oh, all right.
So right now, unless things get really dire, I guess I'm not doing anything.
Switch over to the main battle cam, because again, this is not the main battle cam, but this, because effectively now this map is kind of useless.
Haha!
Because
I
there's
do
one
have a damage spell that doesn't require a vocational component.
So I'm gonna swim down a little bit and reach out my long skinny neck and bite it.
All right, make an attack roll.
Can I still use lucky if I'm polymorphed?
That's a feat, correct?
Yeah. I don't believe so, because
no.
it's technically
Nope.
a class ability.
If you were a druid, Yes, but because you polymorphed yourself, you lose all of your class abilities.
I think I know the answer. Does a 17 hit?
No.
Because I missed with a 17. I missed with an 18.
Grapple it with my neck.
Whew. All right. I guess Alduin then. This has turned into a 3-way combat.
I'm going to quicken cast again, and I'm going to upcast. And I'm a little scared right now, so I'm going to take this bad boy all the way to 7th level. So I'm spending my one a day 7th level spell.
Oh boy!
So I'm using Ice Knife. Turns out Ice Knife does not require a vocational component.
Ooh, good. Otherwise, that would suck for you.
I am not doing that. Every creature within 5 feet takes the damage.
And you're within 5 feet.
I stab it. Alduin puts his wand away in its sheath, grabs a dagger from underneath it, and stabs it.
Okay, I have a question for you before you make a decision that's going to get you killed.
Yeah, what's up?
Do your wands require you to say anything?
No.
You do have a bandolier.
You have a bandolier of wands.
Well, I've only got one. I could do that one. Hold on, I need to look up that one.
I am only asking because, as a reminder, a dagger does 1d4 damage.
He's just panicking now.
I really don't want you to die, but this is a situation that you got yourself into.
So it's got more than 4 hit points left.
Probably. If that is your only option, fair enough.
I'm gonna use Wand of Magic Missile,
Well, shit. Okay.
which has no attack roll, it just deals damage.
Yep.
I'm dealing 8d4 plus 8 damage. Because I'm upcasting to 6.
Sounds like you need some d4s.
Just one.
So you're pulling out the wand of magic missiles.
You can see Alduin underwater going.
Pretty lights. I think Shu might have been smarter than me. And Shu's dead.
She might still be smarter than you right now.
A 2 is
2's rough.
with a 5 charisma.
Wow. I got 2s on every single one.
Except for 1.
Except for, well, no, the other ones, I got a 1 and a 3.
You got 2 3s, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, you're right, I did. So I got 1 over everything having 2. So 8 times 2, 16, 17, 25 points of force damage.
Alright, how does it die?
He like starts shuffling around his bandolier. He goes, this one, jabs it in, and it just goes.
Okay, and you just see the
Wait, it's force damage. It does the mantis strip thing.
Oh, so like just the bubble?
It goes.
Alright, and as it collapses, the time apparition is gone.
I reach out for the neck. I start pointing up.
So Nakane, you don't know what the plesiosaur is, right?
You're probably on my head,
Oh,
aren't you?
We're too far away
Yeah,
for
you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're like
90 feet away.
yeah.
I can't hit them if I
Skinny
try.
head.
So through the thick fog, you guys hear. Tal, you are still suffering from a concussion.
Hooray.
So things are kind of ringing, and
He's
you're.
probably sitting down trying to get his shit back together.
You see the sun elf kind of. Is everything?
The shadow
Everything's
starts
fine now.
coming up behind the boat.
This poor kid.
You. Jeremiah. Oh shit! Ah! It's Bessie!
We're
Nessie?
good.
Bessie.
We're
Bessie.
good.
Bessie!
Why Bessie?
Because it's not Nessie. Nessie's in this world. It has to be a different name. Kind of like it's not Indiana Jones. It's Indiana Bones.
It was also the first name that came to my mind as I'm panicking. So Alduin, you spoke up. And said, hey! What the?
A long neck goes over Jeremiah's shoulder.
Aldwin kind of like reaches up over and like, hey.
That's myth, isn't it?
There's rows of
Yeah,
razor
grab
sharp
my
teeth in your
hand,
mouth.
Hold on to her.
All right.
I grab on. I grab onto Nakane. All right, turn back. Turn back. Turn back.
I ain't got a language, motherfucker. I'm just going to drift along behind the boat peacefully.
Until your spell wears out.
And then, blah, 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 fuck. Shit, fuck, shit.
I'm having a good time for now. We're just
Well,
splashing.
no, they have a cloak. They can just dimension door back onto the boat.
Yeah, but still, just for a second, forgets that they have to the cloak. Just fuck.
Occasionally going to the different sides and putting the big old head like down into the fish thing because I smell food.
So, for reference, on a scale of 1 to 106, I'm about a 13.
Oh! Wow! You!
I was one hit away from being downed.
Nakane like goes mirror, sit, and uses lay on hands to heal him up. I have 55. I used 2.
You used 3
Three.
because you helped the kid.
I think you've got more now.
2. Well, my sheet hasn't been updated since.
It should.
level
It's
up.
5. It's 5 times your
It's-
paladin level.
I thought it was Yeah, it is 5 times your paladin level, which is
5 times 13.
65.
65. Okay.
So, which means you are down to 62.
Yes. So I'll use 30.
Thanks.
No, I'll use 40 on Aldwin. Kel, what's wrong with you?
Oh yeah, the ship is
I'll be
still
back.
leaking.
Aldwin, can you do the mending thing?
Yeah, I'll go below decks and start doing the mending thing.
All right.
I don't have fabricate
Jill
anymore,
just
so I can't
stares
do
back
that.
at you.
Okay. So yeah, there's quite a bit of water that is now in the ship. And if I'm correct, actually the ship having water in it actually slows the ship down.
Yeah. Tell you
Yes
little.
and no, but we're not going to get into that.
Yeah.
Very cold, clammy, heavy head, just.
I'm still mad at you.
Tell you look a little disoriented.
I'm fine. It bopped me in the head, but
Oh,
I'll be alright. I just need to sit for a bit.
I
No, I
have
lost
spells
my
for that.
It's alright.
I have spells
We
for
should
that.
probably save as much as we can for the Fire Island.
Jake,
I don't use
Yes.
my spells
If I
often except
used
for to
burning
hit things
hands
extra good.
and change the
It is a
damage
lesser
to cold,
restoration.
could
It
I
doesn't cost
freeze
me
the
much.
water coming in
I
long
also
enough to
have it
stem the
technically.
flow?
Oh,
So it's okay.
okay.
I'll say yes because
Okay,
I
I
think
gotta-
it's clever, but you'll still need to roll your d20.
Okay. Watch me summon another time after she just one-shots me.
Alduin dies. There's nothing there.
Good.
Whew. I've never been happier with the temporal plate table now.
I'm going to gently. I'm assuming that the plesiosaur can kind of lip things like horses.
From my experience, no, but
They,
Hold on,
well,
I-
they had. It wasn't just teeth. They still had lips. So it depends on your version of Nessie.
I don't know, honey. Do I actually still have 38?
That's a good
Those,
question.
I
The long
doubt it
neck
with
dinosaurs
the way
look
their
like they
head
have-
looks.
Because they're herbivores, they have their
Yeah.
their lips are what
No,
the thing.
the plesiosaurs are carnivores.
Yeah,
I
they have a
know,
crocodile mouth. So
Yeah.
No lips.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Different
Very-
animal.
very
Oh, my brain is
carefully grab onto Nakane's tail and kind of pull her closer.
It's like,
It's like a cat just.
Leave me alone!
Because even without whipping, I'm pretty sure I'm big enough then that I can just kind of.
You literally just have to kind of stop swimming.
the guy's like, meh. How do you do it? Is that the accurate amount of
Whew, alright,
maximum
so.
points that I have?
Oh god, I have. Hold on.
Because that was something we never did when we did the level up.
You still have advantage by 5.
Jake, I did spend that 2 spell points to cold hands the
Alright.
water, and then.
And then mending was a cantrip, and we ruled that we're not making you roll
Yeah,
for
no.
cantrips, because
Yeah.
that was bullshit when we did.
Because I basically just forced myself to.
Serenity's like, what about retractable teeth like Toothless?
Particularly, the plesiosaur they saw was not that kind. I recently just watched a whole documentary about
What are you doing?
ocean dinosaurs and stuff.
I am not a toy.
Alright,
The guy is like trying to pull her tail back,
so,
which is like just as long as her.
I assume that it's kind of like that.
oh, the like, changing which eye blinks.
Like slow.
38 spell points.
Okay, so that is the accurate number. Because I have 38 right there.
Alright.
Because with half caster, you do half the level rounded down.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
No, rounded up.
Yeah.
Rounded up.
Yep.
We realized we were wrong about that because everything else is rounded down.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so,
I'm going to put your head in my mouth.
I'm up under. I'm in the hold.
Uh-huh.
your neck isn't that long.
Fine, I stick my head in the hold.
As far as it can go.
That poor
You are
sun elf.
so lucky Counterspell doesn't work on Polymorph.
No, but anti-magic field does.
I don't have that spell.
That's a shame.
Well, it's a 6th or 7th level spell, and guess what I don't have?
6th or 7th level spell.
I can make it stop.
That is up to you.
What
just an
level
hour.
spell is it?
Level
That was 8 hours.
Let's see.
Oh, so yeah, you probably don't have much longer on it then. It's not worth.
You're gonna want those.
I'm at the exact number of spell points to restore to full.
Yeah, me too.
Alright.
Well, yours is your spell casting mod. You can spend 20 spell points and you get all of them back.
Yeah.
Okay. So, about an hour finally passes and you just...
Oh, it's cold, it's cold, it's cold, it's cold.
Welcome back. You're really dumb as a dinosaur.
You dragged me across the ship by my tail.
That sounds fair.
I mean, Myth remembers all of this.
Why?
She's kind of thinking that it was wiggly looking.
Kind of just like is holding onto her tail, just sidles away.
Well, y'all, that was a lot. I'm also hurting. A lot.
Ship's all good, Captain.
Good! Can we try to get as much water out of there as we can?
I think I might have to do that the old-fashioned way. To quote
I have a bucket.
old-fashioned adventurer, I don't have a spell to fix this.
I'm gonna let him take 2 or 3 buckets. And then I'm gonna just cast Create Destroy Water.
What level spell is that?
It's a level 1 spell.
Roll for it. They currently are not, they're not all wild magic sorcerers, but they just went to another plane where magic was all fucky.
14?
14? Yeah, you're good. All right. So yeah, then the water just...
Yeah, you come down for like your 4th bucket with your skinny nerd arms and it's just gone.
Well, my other idea was I could technically use Mold Earth to create a bucket that would walk itself up.
With what earth?
That was my other thing, was there's really not any earth. Although I imagine there's enough rotted guts that started forming dirt at the bottom of the hold.
Yikes.
Probably not enough for a bucket, though.
Should I touch anything up with mending?
No, I pretty well slurped it all up.
They had an hour for you to.
Yeah.
Swim around.
That's approximately 360 castings of mending.
Well, time for all of you to get some rest.
No.
Well,
Yeah, 60.
well, I guess we all kind of need some rest.
600. 10 times a minute times 60 minutes.
Okay. I thought that casting took a minute, though.
Mending?
Yeah.
No,
I'm pretty sure that's
Or
an
the
action.
duration, sorry.
no, that's. I believe it was one. I believe it was just
I feel
for
like
the
that
action.
was
Oh,
long.
no, you're right. It is casting time 1 minute, duration instantaneous.
So it takes you a while. I mean, the ship isn't like completely.
I remember it
Obliterate.
took 10 minutes for me to fix that bucket.
That's fucking
All right.
And I thought it was absurd that I was spending 10 minutes to magically fix a bucket.
So, before you guys take your rest, we are going to end here. So we'll see what happens when tomorrow arrives. What dangers will you encounter then?
Hopefully not a time apparition.
Yeah.
That would be nice. All right, we are going to do our final giveaway for the night. I do not remember what the word for it is.
Castaway.
Right, for the Sun Elf. So enter that. We are going to open this up for some questions. So please feel free to ask questions about anything that happened for this session, or previous sessions, or world questions.
How bad does that hold smell now that everything's steamy?
Not great.
Why would it smell? Why would it be steamy?
Because the fog around us is steam.
Yeah, and heat tends to make smells.
Much worse.
As
I
evidence,
don't feel like steam would go downstairs though.
I mean, if we're rolling through the fog,
It will
it
Yeah.
kind of gets
yeah,
it's all over the place.
it'll eventually get down, just not very fast. And you guys have been traveling through this for about an hour. But, yeah, so do you guys have any questions? I guess immediately my first question, as always, is how did you guys enjoy tonight's session?
I didn't expect the time apparition. That was new.
I didn't either. That was, Oh, thank you. Oh, yes. Did anyone not use their inspiration die? No.
Don't forget you have one sitting in front of you.
And then you get to hang on to your Twitch inspiration, because that carries over.
And I have an advantage I haven't used.
Yes. Which will happen on your next roll.
Yep.
So I don't have chat up, so is anyone able to kind of keep track of that?
I can do that. I was just taking some pictures of this quick.
Because I realize I asked questions and then, like, we haven't.
Okay, so Taryn was asking how Elwyn got in that mess. So, one of his class abilities is when he casts a spell, he can basically force a temporally plague table, which is kind of Jake's version of a wild magic table. He can force one of those to trigger to allow himself to also cast a cantrip, which he did, and he got a time apparition, and the time apparition attacked him, and when he got attacked, he used shield to mitigate the attack,
Which is a spell.
which is a spell, and because that happened, I rolled another d20 and got a 1, which triggered another temporary plague effect, which was confusion, and Eldwin promptly turned around and walked off the ship. It was literally the perfect
Messy
storm of
lad.
shitty dice rolls.
And that is one reason why I love playing role-playing games for interesting stories, because that situation of Alduin fighting the time apparition underwater, that kind of intense situation wouldn't normally happen
No.
If we were just sitting here talking. So, it's fun shit like this.
Does Jake have PTSD from the one shot with me and Ray?
No, but that has come up several times. I'm working.
Don't you have a bees card there right now with the water?
Actually, I had to fold it for the time apparition thing. But yeah, I have a bees card because we're gonna be working on trying to make a bees T-shirt just because it keeps coming up. In fact, actually, the one shot we did for October this past year, I believe you guys also still had a water skin full of bees. Like that was something you guys.
It almost killed me.
Yeah. So the water skin of bees has been a consistent thing.
When I had to Scrooge McDuck into a pile of gold and take bludgeoning damage that almost killed me to get away from the bees because I forgot I had fire magic. So I was trying to fight a swarm of bees with a sword.
Oh God.
Almost all of my problems in D&D stem from me forgetting things.
And bees.
My God. Kobolds in my world so far have utilized bees more than I think people do. Or at least they've weaponized them.
Weaponizing bees is something that a select type of creature does, and kobolds are that creature.
Oh God. I truly loved when we played that kobold one shot.
That was
That
fun.
was so much fun. I loved Grax.
I just wish I had been, like, for the last session, I hadn't been so tired so I could finish it out, but it just was not happening. I had been up for, like, 16 hours plus at that point, and for me, that's too much. I was starting to get cranky.
Yeah, are there other questions?
Any more questions?
Any questions from you guys?
How are the bees not dead?
Oh, it was a different set of bees. But if you're talking about the joke, it's because it was a good one.
You put bees in a water skin, light the water skin on fire, the bees live somehow, and then come out and they're pissed.
It's like, oh well, yeah, it's not quite the smoke thing that you do, because
No, because that makes them go.
yeah. Listen, fantasy settings don't have to make sense. They just have to be fun.
There are some things we care about. How the bees live in the water skin, not one of those things.
Plus, a flaming water skin of bees just sounds way more fun than a water skin full of dead bees. That's
I'll
on.
be allowed back at your table in the future.
At some point, yes, it's.
Do you have a Sharpie over there?
I mean, this isn't a Sharpie, but it's a
Permanent?
felt tip pen.
I want to test something.
It's not the first dinosaur I've been to, Aaron.
Oh, it's definitely not a permanent marker, if that's what you're asking.
I got to be a T-Rex
So
once
with
and threatened my
whiteboards,
own party because I was too
If you get
dumb.
a permanent marker and mark on them, you can't erase them. But if you scribble over them with a dry erase marker, it gets rid of the Sharpie.
Okay.
I'm thinking if I put my squares on here with Sharpie, I'll stop fucking erasing them by passively rubbing my hand over them.
Yeah, you guys remember that when I was eating the green dragon and
I
thought you guys
just
were
wanted to
trying
test
to
to
take
see if
my
this is
food.
one of those whiteboards that does that.
Yeah.
I really enjoy occasionally polymorphing into the stupidest creatures.
So actually the creature that I just made, actually has to do with people polymorphing into creatures. More specifically, druids. It's actually worse if druids do it. But the Leshe is a creature that actually spawns from the fact of someone who has polymorphed into a creature and is that creature at night, then succumbs to the nightfall hysteria.
Oh, no.
After enough times of that happening, they become a Leshy.
Oh, yikes.
And
Love that.
polymorphing will turn you into like a lesser version of a Leshy, but druids turn into a full Leshy, and they are not fun to deal with. They basically have access to the full druid spell list, are pissed off at everything, and have a wider access to wild shape. Like being able to transform into leaves on the wind.
Oh, yikes.
and just disappearing and reappearing somewhere else.
That's awful.
So, have a safe trip home.
I will.
We actually went a little bit later today than I was hoping, but that's because combat took a turn for the weird.
As it has the tendency to do.
Nin wants to know when you're going to update the character cards to level 13.
It's on my list of shit to do.
He actually asked us to remind him. Hey, Jake, don't forget.
I will actually need shit from people's character sheets
Jake,
in order
do you
for me
have
to
Do you have whiteboard spray?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna clean my board with that.
Okay. Yeah.
Bye guys, we'll see you next week.
Don't leave
All right.
us. Come on.
So I think we're gonna go ahead and do the drawing. So let's see who wins.
Taryn!
Darren.
Taryn wins. I don't
I
remember if
believe we
we.
have Taryn's address.
Okay.
Lemonade.
I will need to double check. You win the pink lemonade. They are glow in the dark.
Oh, okay.
It's literally the only reason we couldn't tell is because they've been sitting in the dark for literally a week.
Okay.
But yeah, they're slightly glow in the dark. So.
Oh, also on a belated announcement, as we mentioned, since we're sponsored by Tabletop Loot, I did want to mention that they are currently doing a Valentine's special for Conversation Heart themed dice.
Oh, that's. I have had my head in a book for.
It's okay.
all
I just
week.
remembered it.
Yeah. So.
And they come in if you get one of the bundles for your significant other or for yourself. You know, love yourself. It's actually a little box with a heart on it that has the dice in it that are all different Conversation Heart color palettes.
Ooh. Cool.
I thought that they were new glow-in-the-dark dice.
Okay.
Which is why you reminded me.
All right. So we are going to set up a raid here, because this is the end of our session. Next week, I think we are going to do Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern, so an hour later than when we started. But we will, if you want to join our Discord to make sure that you get notified for when we do go live, or, like within 10 minutes of it, because Me6 is terrible at this. I need to put that thing on here so I can actually just click a button and have the Discord link, but it's in our description as well. So, Andrew.
Yep.
Can you pause for just a moment so we can set up the raid?
I'll steal that, actually.
The permanent
I
marker?
didn't know that hack.
But that actually worked on
Yeah.
that whiteboard? Okay, cool. As long as you don't get...
Who's Delve Podcast?
Ooh! They are a fun group that I used to be on a website with when I did articles for the Mad Adventurer Society.
Do we want to raid them?
I think that's perfectly fine.
What? I need my batteries.
Oh yeah, you probably want those.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Vox is back!
Fox, you're gonna come over and play with Baby Reddies, right?
Not today. Hopefully next week I won't have anything going on after.
A bunch of them will be gone.
Huh. Well,
I mean, there'll still be a lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Alright,
so
we
many.
are
There'll be a
gathering
new letter
raiders.
coming in spring too.
All right, so thank you everyone for joining us for this session of Tales from the Tavern. Join us next week for the Flames of Falena episode 2. And, yeah, we ready to raid?
Yep.
Go!